Yo, my name Andrew.
Hi, my name is Andy W, and I play on Four Kings.
Hi, my name is Chrome, and I play for Four Kings.
Yo, my name is Cruisin.
We want to grow as a team. We're kind of a new team, and I've never played with Cruisin or Ender before, and I know we have like a new chemistry, and I think it's going to be good, but I kind of want to see that grow.
I honestly think one of our biggest strengths is that we're all like friends, right? So it's like I feel like we can grow over time and become better because we're homies and friends and lovers.
Naturally, we're just better.
All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome to VR Master League Channel 1. And we've got the Four Kings. We've got Wrath. And you got me, so by default, you've already got a lot of Wrath. And we also got Dimwi. By my side here, SirDimwi, of course, and I'm Palidore. Dimwi, how's it going? How you feeling?
I'm excited for this game because I expect the best of Wrath in this one, and I'll explain why. Because I'm fairly certain I've not done the math, but I do believe if Four Kings get this victory here, because Four Kings, I'm pretty sure the only team aside from Duty, actually, I might have to look into it. Duty might, so maybe not gonna solidify, necessarily put Wrath in that position of being stuck, locked into that Challenger Cup position, but maybe we still have a week to go here. There's still some games to play, but Wrath really need a victory in this one if they want to try to get out of that Challenger Cup relegation.
Yeah, well, trying to do just that against this talented team as well. And Four Kings are looking for some wins here and positioning out on the offense. You have Ender, Andy, Cruisin, and Chrome on Four Kings. For Wrath, of course, it's I Blow It Sports, Arrow Knight, Chuck Not Norris, and Ascend. Some fakes here as Cruisin does send it to Andy, and Andy finding the first goal. 2 points, 1 minute in.
Yeah, just like that. Although I'd like to point out it did take actually not a full minute. It was only 38 seconds. So a fair, good goal there to Four Kings. Also, just the patience they had. That was a steep shot there, but the patience they had on that one. It did take 38 seconds, but it was 38 seconds, almost 38 seconds of possession time there for Four Kings to start it off.
Oh yeah, they were very, very patient with it. Weren't looking to rush too much. Just knowing, hey, the full extent of these games. I mean, especially with Four Kings here coming in as Andy takes another shot, but thanks to the defense from Ascend, enabled I Blow It Sports to get a save because the shot was taken a little earlier than he probably would have liked. So back to the midfield, Cruisin, intercept.
Yeah, but Four Kings still maintaining this control, the possession. They haven't let up. They've lost it for a moment. It's turned over, but they get it right back. I mean, right there, they almost lost it again. McCrum tracking it down. They're getting it right back once again. So Chrome with it here on the back line. Going to send this one near side wall there to Andy. Andy looking over the field. Has a little bit of room, so he's going to keep walking. Looking for the impasse. Hits it to Ender. Ender setting up. Chrome is going to bring that one in for the dunk. And Four Kings are up by 4.
Ah, how appropriate. Nice job on that passing play just to hit the front-cutting Chrome. Ender right there just being a good distributor and able to get themselves back on. Hello also to the Twitch chat, by the way, joining us here. We have a few great matches for you all up in a row. See Swagwar, Snazzy, Mike as well, Lil Guipo. Good to see Mike in there, by the way. Dimwi and I were just talking about, well, what we were talking about in Discord regarding redemptions and stuff. Might have some other ideas yet, but in any case, just shout out to you guys. And yeah, here we go.
That one far side being tracked down there by Sports. Sports able to evade the defender at least long enough to get that pass off back to, excuse me, that wasn't Sports. The Sports had it back. Arrow Knight, whoa. That Cruisen's disgusting. Maintaining Cruisen, one of the best goalies in the league. That one's cleared all the way down. Gonna get a careening bounce off that wall there. Ender picking it up. Gonna pull the Ender there. Chuck. And Ender sends it in for the 2. And 4 Kings gonna take a 6-point lead here. But man, what an opportunity there. Arrow Knight with that anchor shot, and Cruisen just had a ridiculous save on it.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great. And get a look at that save right there on the replay as well. And then we'll give you a look at the Ender just as well. But yeah, doing the Ender, his namesake, and also putting it in pretty softly. But nice goal. They're up by 6 points here. And possession had by Arrow Knight and Wrath, just trying to work it up the floor past this defense.
Right now, you see this, how contained that passing was there for a moment. Just playing a little bit of monkey in the middle to try to break that defense up and get that one clear. And they did clear it out, but Chuck was not able to get the grab on it. It does turn it over once again. And one thing we've seen so far in this one is once 4 Kings take control, they have a tendency to not let up on it. Although maybe right there is Sports is going to get that grab. I'm going to eat my words as he send this one back in. Picked up now by Cruisen.
Cruisen trying to avoid another turnover, so kind of thought about the clear maybe, but then just had enough patience and enough expertise to find the teammate, wait just an extra half second despite the defender on him, and found the right pass. So now they're going to have their offensive chance here as Andy sends it over to Chrome. Chrome right back up to Ender from the skies. And this team right now, they are feeling sky high here in terms of just that team play. I like to see that chemistry at work early for 4 Kings.
Yeah, and they do have a really good chemistry, and they're a new team this season, but obviously not new players. All 4 of these guys been around, and Ender actually season 0 champion. Andy got very close with Synapse in previous seasons, also Infinite. Chrome got really close with Flare in previous seasons. A shot there from Andy, it's gonna ding away. And yes, I mean, this is also Cruisen was not far off as well. I'm pretty sure last season on his team, but Cruisen now handling this one on the back line here, halfway through this first round. And 4 Kings still up by 8 at the moment, sending this one into Ender. Ender too dangerous in the goal. Going to set up Andy. Andy going to ding it again. And Cruisen picking it right back up. Of course, that's those dings are not going to do too much damage here to 4 Kings in their current position. Sitting pretty with that 8-point lead. A lot of passes here. Oh, good read there by Sports, but Chrome is going to pick that one up. Send it in for the 2. They're up by 10.
Yeah, and just positioned pretty well. Now that's how they got it back and how they scored. Even despite a few missed passes here and there, if you're able to space the floor like 4 Kings did, you're going to find yourself at the benefit of a lot of extra chances at the goal and just finding it exposed due to the defense diving out in the scramble. And now scrambling for still yet their first few points here in this round are Wrath with 4 minutes left, and a missed pass may open things up again for 4 Kings.
Ender picks it up on that far side. Defense gets back in position to cover it, but Andy, I'm going to call that the granny one-timer.
Oh? Grandy
yeah,
Andy?
He kind of, almost, well, I guess the Granny shot in Echo is really the push away from the...
Grandy!
It's not really the low end, the Randy.
Grandy! Sorry, continue.
No, I take back the nomenclature. I take it back. That was just a good one-timer there. Good setup, and Andy gets the points.
Yeah, and that is, in fact, the point. So with that, still another offensive joust here that's slowly making its way towards mid. They will, in fact, be able to cross this mid line. Chuck trying to find that bottom pass. Kind of an awkward angle. Had to crank his head a little bit. And Ender now going to bounce that off. Look for the stack immediately. Recovering with just a second to spare. But actually, everyone overshooting that disc. So Andy will get it back.
No, back pass there. Looking for Cruisen for that reset. He mishandles it. Chain picks it up. Walk shot there from Chuck. He hits those. There we go. Get some points on the board there. 3 points on the board from Chuck Mountain Norris with 3 minutes to go here in this first round of 3. Also 23 meters out.
3, 2, 1. Here we go, Dimwi, and it's
Lil
back.
Weepo, you have no idea how true that statement is. You have no idea how true that statement really is.
I'm gonna have to take a peek a little bit later, but right now taking a peek at the disc, but getting stuck there by Cruisin. Shielded himself just in time nicely as Chrome receives a pass here near the trench. Trench to the mid zone, missing that catch, but looked like Andy already knew it was going to be a miss, so he just went for the stack before it was even too far out the mid lane. And because of that, Andy and Chrome are able to retain. So nice immediacy basically on the chains to get back into the front line and find themselves an opportune moment here to maybe score with a cut from Chrome and a cut from Andy, cutting it right back across the station and Cruisin, stabilizing.
It looks like Four Kings likes their food chewy as Ender over to Chrome as he sends that one in for the 2. And they're going back up by 11. I also feel like I should give some context to what I was. Guipo in the chat said, because if someone's watching this on YouTube, they'll have no idea. I said Chuck was a Saluna before Saluna. And from our Friday Night Ventures, he is a legend in that sub league there. Because of his shot. So I just want to give the context to anyone who might be watching this without the chat replay.
A sub league sounds tasty. But in any case, up by the clouds, going to be taken here. Well, I Blow It Sports trying to get that. The short stack is actually interrupted nicely by Ascend, so that's what enabled Sports to actually get the disc back. Otherwise, he was in danger. So it's cleared. They got their first 3 just a while ago. Maybe Chuck about to capitalize on a couple more with this drive up, but there are 3 players in there, so he's going to have to maneuver some way around, and he does! Never mind you, 1 on 4. It's okay. I'm Chuck, and I'm confident in what I can do.
They gave him the space. They gave him the lane. He's got to take it.
Yeah.
And he did. I mean, look at it. I'm watching the replay on the stream, and that was a lot of room they granted him with. And I think it was one of those moments, you ever see those? Well, we only have 45 seconds here. I'm not going to go on a rant there. Ender with it here on the far side, inverted on the ceiling. Looking to get another point on the board here, but if we can get a stop, as that one misses, Andy picks it up, tries to pull the ender. Good grab there by Sports. So they just got that last goal. They got that beautiful 3 from Chuck not long ago. If they can get one more here, that is some momentum they can really build on moving into that second round, as this one is going to bounce back towards that Wrath bubble. Sports picking that one up, sending it out into the hands of Ender there. Ender sending in a long shot right off of the center of the barrier. 14 seconds ago here. That would have been a great shot if the barrier was the goal. But now Arrow Knight with it. He's going to get sent out there by Andy. Andy over there to Chrome. Chrome. Oh, that is just filthy. And that's your last goal here of round 1.
All right, 16-4 on that scoreboard. Very, very efficient efforts here from Four Kings. Able to maintain a lot of control. I think that was the name of a lot of this round. When it got fast, they were still fast, but they did indeed slow it down. They prioritized some back passes at times where it was necessary just to kind of clear the head and take a quick breath. And with that, yeah, pretty effective start here for them.
Yeah, no, I mean, good solid round there for Four Kings. But we saw some real life out of Wrath there for a minute. Their defense is doing a lot of heavy lifting, and that's not specific players, although they do have some very talented defenders there in Sports and Easton. In Essen, I can't believe I just said his name wrong.
That's the second time this season, I think. What's wrong with you? It was for the longest time.
Not true.
For the longest time, it was me who got that wrong over and over. And I think actually you falsely corrected me once when I thought I got it right, and then, anyways, it's a whole story. It's big drama.
I corrected you, and then you misremembered it. No, that's what happened that time. I do remember.
No, you're misremembering me, misremembering. Trust me. Yeah.
Oh, man, do I gotta pull out receipts? No. I know there were messages about this.
Hey, Dimwi, no refunds.
Is that a reference?
Cause receipts.
Yeah.
Let's take a seat.
That's not how this works.
Let's take a seat. We got some cask.
That was a bad analogy.
What'd you just call me? Anyways, over here, launched out by Chuck Not Norris. Hey, Dimwi, round 2 started. So, therefore...
Michi in the chat spreading lies. That one, all the way back into the Wrath bubble, as we get back into the game. After I get picked on and bullied for no reason. This one sent out towards that left side. I'm sorry.
What are you going to do, redeem a VIP again?
I might, you know what? I'm gonna request my team get casted.
Okay.
By me.
Who's going to request your team get back together?
Did
I go too far? You can say that back to me, too,
No, you think that hurts. Only because how much it would hurt you.
Hey, you're the one who shouts Eclipse overrated all the time. Anyway, cruising with a disc here from the cloud. By the by,
you appreciated. Goodbye. Welcome to the. What a shot there from Andy. But I would like to welcome everybody to the breakup of Palidore and Dimwi here.
Welcome to
It's
the
over.
Dimmador Dimmadome, owner of the Dimmador Dimmadome. I'm Pally, that's been Dimwi, and this is done.
It's over. That's it. we're through. It's been a good ride, everybody.
Yeah, solid 13 months.
So it hasn't been 13 months. Jeez.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's been an amazing 13 months of Chrome. Speaking of amazing. Now, I've been. Chrome is one of those players. I played with him in a lot of pubs back in the day. A lot of pubs back in the day. Just incidentally, set up there. They're doing those extra passes. They want a highlight video out of this one. They're starting to remind me of the Penguins when they get too confident. But Chrome, I was anytime I got a game with Chrome, if she was on the other team, I expected to lose, and when he was on my team, I expected to win, and that's how it was.
Man, putting all kinds of pressure on him, but you know what? I think more often than not, that was probably the case.
He's not listening.
Later on, maybe, but no, you're dead on. I mean, no doubting these players have a lot of high expectations attached to them because of the fact that they have indeed both in private matches, public matches, and in competitive play. They've made their name. There's a reason they're all here. I mean, they are well established, and right now trying to establish that shot is Andy from the deep end of the sea. It's 37 meters deep.
I want to watch this on this. I'm not sure. I think was Sports clicking himself side to side, like mimicking like he had no turn. That was funny. I think that was his way of reacting to that lane being open like that.
No, I didn't catch that.
I don't know. maybe it's my client's been acting funny. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Sport's a funny guy. But that one bouncing around, in the hands of Ender now. That turnover there, not favorable as it's a 7-point lead currently to the Four Kings. Oh, it turns over though. Opportunity here. They're going to send this one in. Can they track it down? Overshooting one as that bounce was a little wild. Arrow Knight trying to bring that one in. They get a grab on that. That was Four Kings sending that one all the way down. It's going to be high on the ceiling here. Bouncing towards the near side wall. Who's going to get there first? I see some blue players. It's Chrome picking it up. Setting up for offense now, Four Kings.
All right, now Ender just going to maneuver around, could not find the room past a Sen. So is Sen, as Chuck Norris helps him fend off those defenders. And they're going to go back to the mid lane now. Everyone's scrambling for that disc and cruising, clearing it out. Can I just mention, too, you might have seen on the replay, that Andy's grab there, he had to almost leap for it on a full extension. That was a super impressive grab. And maybe as a result, they will find themselves that fader from Ender. Woo, that was sweet.
Yeah, it was. You know what? I don't care who you are. Ender feels good after that one. I know. It's Ender. He expects to make every shot he takes. With that one there, you feel good after that one. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And those are the kind of shots, especially when you are feeling in already a good rhythm, as you mentioned a couple of minutes ago. It seems like there's just the difficulty level on shots like that suddenly goes way down. They're just in a groove for sure. But trying to contest them, not give them too much more room, getting back into the defensive end now as Wrath did a good job at least stacking back. And now positioned around the bubble, all four players just trying to contest this. Otherwise, again, fast when they need to be fast, stalling when they need to stall. And now the shot for Andy will indeed fall, and they are up a dozen.
That's a really hard shot to get a stop on. You know, he it was only 4 meters out, so I mean that in and of itself. But also, he had the high angle. Sports is he's playing on that block there, so his setup was not wrong. But when you Andy painting the corner, the edge of the goal there, and not through the body of the goalie, it's so much harder to save those shots. That was a great shot from Andy.
And maybe another one about to come. There's Andy again, sending it corner to the goal. And wow, 15 seconds expended in that round. I mean, they had 16 points in round one, 16-5 it was, and still with 4.5 left, they are approaching that total again while still shutting out Wrath, having just a hard time breaking through into that blue zone at the moment.
Yeah, the Four Kings defense. This is you see it a little bit from Joker. a bit as well. They're really good at stuffing up the mid play. And so far, I mean, you've seen Wrath complete several passes in their own zone, and when they do get breakthrough, they're breaking through on either they're getting some really good pass setups in their own zone, and it's breaking up an aggressive an aggressive defensive scheme, or they're sneaking through on relays and getting pressure on the bubble that way. But what that turnover there, Cruz and underhanded shot from low. That was a palace shot if I've ever seen one. They're up by 17.
Yeah, it just seems like no one on this team is missing at this point. We've seen a lot of these shots. Not all of them have been the easiest degree of difficulty. You're talking, from these corner pockets. You're, talking from the bot. I mean, it's just again, when you're feeling good.
Oh no.
Well, when you're feeling good, you're feeling great. It's 20 points for the Kings, and they will indeed close it off of that joust.
Yeah, that's going to be a 20-0 victory there to Four Kings in the second round. Four Kings now, I think they were already technically safe, but now definitely safe, saving themselves from relegation in that Challenger Cup coming up in a few weeks. So a big victory there for Four Kings, and unfortunately Wrath closer and closer to maybe finding their way into that Challenger Cup. They still have there's still another week here to go, so they still have at least one more game after this. I don't know if this is their first. Let's see, they're at 6, 8, 9. Actually, they have another one this week. It looks like this is their 7th. So still more opportunities for them to stave that off. Try to get a victory where Illumiduty may not be able to. But we will see. We will see. But yeah, that's a big victory there for Four Kings. Shoring up their spot, making sure they don't have to go to that relegation cup in a few weeks here.
Yeah, and with that, so the next match, that one ending in the 2 rounds, and Mercy at the end there. So with Four Kings, they do have another match scheduled, but it's not for another 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see here whether they're going to get some players in here early, or perhaps we should take a quick part, split the VODs up, and then be back in 10 maybe?
Oh, B-Love is asking me a question, but I'm not sure what specific. So B-Love in the chat asking, SirDimwi, can you talk about the Master Tier now that Redshift is gone? I'm not. What specifically do you want to know? I'm not sure what I'd be talking, because most of the information's out there. We're taking 5 from Diamond, 1 from Master, so 9th place is going, not 9th and 8th. So it's just going to be 9th. It's going to be 1 team from Master, 5 teams from Diamond. Top 2 are going to start next cycle in Master Tier. Now, as far as the effect it had on the standings, I know it did take the 1 victory away from Wrath. That was really painful to see. But what ultimately happened was their matches effectively got voided. It was basically as if they never played. So that's basically how it worked out. It was the fairest way we could figure out to make it with a team dropping out in the middle of a round robin. It's just to avoid all the matches, and no one's getting any mercies. There's all the points that were scored were voided as well, unfortunately. Now you can still go find the games. The VODs still exist. The players have all the credit in their profiles. The teams have all the credit in their profiles. Like, the games happened, but they did get voided on the scoreboard, or on the leaderboard there. So the qualifying tourney will only take 1 Master Tier team. Yes, in this cycle, that is correct. We're taking 1 9th place, and then 5 from Diamond. And then more tags coming. What? How do you? Yeah. So what's up, Sneaky? Sneaky sneaking in. Will I be hosting some OC Sunday games? You know what? I will look into it. It depends. It depends on what time they are. But I'll look into it since you're bringing it up. I will take a look at some point today, or tomorrow. But at that point, it would be Sunday for you. So I'll take a look. We'll see.
Bad mod. Sneaky, not you.
Actually, if that's my Saturday night, I might not be able to. In fact, I have a thing on Saturday nights.
Save.
Sorry.
No, all good. Good to see Sneaky in there. Rosie Hope now as well. Echo Fallen, Snazzy. Once again, Max, Lyra, B-Love. And
tonight, that one in an hour and a half, I actually have. So I'm actually going to be playing Echo with my brother tonight, so that's going to be fun.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Sneaky saying he's a good mod now. Prove it.
Are you?
You will forever be bad mod to me. In fact, I'm
still waiting.
I'm half of the mind to go on a pinging spree of Sneaky on Discord right now, just because of him being here in his honor. But of course, good to see Sneaky Evil, orbiting the chat. Always a pleasure. And meanwhile, Ryruff just redeeming VIP. So, well, that's a pleasure. I'm gonna give you that VIP right now. Now, what does it even do, asks Coney Gamer? Nothing. You get a badge. you get a badge next to your name in Twitch chat. It's a Twitch role, which is why, as I tried to explain to Dimwi yesterday, I couldn't give him the role because mods and VIP, you can't have two roles, and it's a Twitch thing. I swear it wasn't malicious.
Hold on. I am currently looking into investing in a railroad company.
Are you jokering?
I like the stock. To the moon.
Moonface? We saw him just yesterday, I think. Yeah? No? Alright, well, I guess I better save face by not keeping that silence too awkward.
That joke made me gassy.
Ant gassy? I could do this all day. And in fact, we do have all day. Well, sort of. We have about 15, 20 minutes until the next match. So I don't know. Maybe Dimwi and Pally podcast if we just want to keep going. But Ryruff, yeah, there you go. So you can see that VIP, channel VIP next to the Ryruff's name. Who was that who asked also about the redemptions earlier on, a little bit above, asking when you can redeem, or across the 3 channels. That was Max Lira. For someone be streamed. So you mean in terms of channel point rewards or just in general? If you're talking about casting in general, you don't request outside of the rewards per se. It's kind of based on a combination of things between caster availability, preference, ranks, time slots, how busy things are, and hype votes. I definitely can verify we pay pretty decent attention to hype votes as well. It doesn't guarantee you a stream, but if there's a time slot where there's a lot of matches going on, and we see among 5 matches, one has, a dozen more hype votes than the rest, typically that one gets chosen a lot more often than not. Didn't we? Yes?
Yeah, no, I was just going to kind of pile on that sentiment that this season in particular, when it's not like master tier or like recognizable diamond teams, I tend to rely more on those hype votes than I have in any other seasons prior. Just because there's a lot of teams that I don't know. And so it helps when you see 20, 30 hype votes on a game, and I see that and I don't know the team. I go, well, there's obviously something I'm missing, and I need to pick this one up. Right. So the hype votes help. It's not a guarantee, as Palidore said, but it does help a lot.
Yeah, it's one of those lovely problems to deal with, as you mentioned, where it's because of a good thing, but just logistically, Echo is getting so huge. VRML is getting so huge, and I mean, going from. Again, season to season, 100+ team increases over and over. We're going to be probably upwards of 300 before too long here, 300 teams, and yeah, because of that, we oftentimes will have to rely on what the fan vote says and where there's interest.
And I have to not to derail this sentiment.
Okay.
But I have to answer this question. Quick Magic asking, he's asking both of us, but I'm going to give my answer first. Because I saw it first, and you're gonna have to wait your turn, Palidore. Where do you see Echo Arena in 10 years?
I could always mute you.
The Superdome. That's my answer. That's
okay.
That's what you get.
Oh well.
The Superdome.
Well, my answer is, I guess less super, but still equally amazing in the sense that I see this being essentially the Rocket League of VR, basically. I mean, I guess the more important question is, where do you see VR in 10 years from now? Because that's going to dictate a lot. But as more people get into VR, which I think will be a rapidly increasing thing because it has so many applications outside of gaming and appeals to such a mass crowd, I think, because we've seen it in Echo. Talk about competition. The demographics of Echo are pretty insane, and VR as a whole, I think, will be a big mainstay of the future, and because of that, Echo Arena will be a big mainstay of the future. It's not a coincidence that after 3.5, going on 4 years now, this community has not only stayed alive, it has stayed growing, and exponentially at that this past year. So, that's my answer, a little bit more wordy, I suppose. But yeah.
Now I have a question for you, Palidore.
Sure.
Shoot, I might have just lost it.
Well, that's a shame.
What are we talking about? SirDimwi.
Superdome.
There's one. Oh.
VR growth.
Oh, no, I remember now. No, I do remember. I do have a question for you.
Okay.
With the recent announcement of a Steam release, literally announced today, has nothing to do with Echo Arena. Nobody get excited. Not like that. This is
you should have started with that, but anyways.
I should have started with that.
Yep.
With the recent announcement of the upcoming Steam release, when are we gonna see Gorilla Tag Master League?
Good question. Yeah. Well, on that note, I mean, I would be glad to shout that out, of course, not for any kinds of biased reasons whatsoever. Maybe partially, but also...
I'll shout it out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Lemming, the two-time Echo Arena VRL champion, one of my teammates.
Echo's first celebrity.
Yeah, one of my teammates and one of my favorite people ever. Consider him family. His Gorilla Tag game he's been working hard at is now going to be releasing on Steam, and you can go wishlist that, and it's out in a few weeks. And I shout it out not only because, like I said, obviously I have the connection, but that said, the game itself immensely fun, and a lot of people in Echo Arena specifically can verify that because Gorilla Tag got pretty dang popular among the community members in Echo because the thing with Lemming is if you talk to him and have any conversations with Lemming, he will always tell you over and over again, and for a good reason, that Echo's movement, they do it right. He wonders why VR doesn't have more games that utilize that kind of movement where it's really you're using your hands and you're really physically into it.
I am so disinterested in so much VR because of the concept. Everyone's using stick movement, and it's just not creative, and it really drives me crazy. It's they're leaning on this old school, this old, not even old school, just this ham-fisted movement system, just because they
gorilla
can't.
fisted.
Right, there's that thing like this is we keep trying to port pancake games into VR, and it's got to stop. That's my rant. I'm done.
Well, this really did get into podcast territory. By the way, I'm going to continue this, but just in case people are wondering, we are following Four Kings into their next match, but it's not starting for another 13 minutes from now, but we've already committed to this, and I'm happy to, actually. Maybe this is the start of something beautiful, Dimwi, who knows? Our little talky talks, but
How I walk, though? How do I walk? I generally, basically, if it's a game that you have to use stick movement, one, I can't because it makes me sick, so that's the other thing. The other reason I tend not to play them, but two, I teleport, which is completely immersion breaking, and which is why I tend to just avoid the games. Like I played No Man's Sky a lot with the Beer League guys, and I had to use teleport because I would I would get ill within 20 minutes.
But I wanted to also, though, can I just play a brief devil's advocate to your statement earlier? Because I do agree in a sense, but I want to offer this outlook,
This is a personal, it is a personal thing, go ahead.
Yeah, just this outlook as well, in the sense that with VR, particularly early on, I agree, native for VR titles...
You might fall in, I don't. I absolutely do not. I got used to motion sickness in Echo, but I don't with stick movement. All right, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, no worries. Now you made me lose my train.
I do that, I'm sorry.
Native VR titles, obviously going to be much better than something that was ported over from 2D. But on the same time, train of thought, I think those are kind of important games too for VR, especially early on, because when outsiders and people just outside of VR, outside of the VR gaming scene, and they look at the libraries of some VR games, they're going to look for stuff they recognize, for better or worse. If they see Skyrims, they see Fallout, they see, Elite Dangerous and Project Cars. Usually you mute yourself for those, but I feel like that one was malicious. Anyway. My point is, are native titles better? Absolutely. Are ported titles important for early visibility? Absolutely.
And that's fair. And you've got the guys in chat saying, Neat saying Skyrim best game. Mike Ward draws saying Skyrim really helped me convince my friends to get into VR. It's true. So that's totally fair, and it is a total. It's a total personal pet peeve, and it's literally based on the fact that I can't use stick movement and I hate it. I also just don't like stick. But anyways, but also just to reinforce, because what I said to fall in there, because I've been like, this isn't, we've been playing. I know a lot of us that have been around Echo for a while have been playing since like 2017. So like I've tried a lot of games over the last more than 3 years, almost 4 years at this point, and it's like reading in a moving car. I cannot do it. Vehicles at low altitudes or on the ground can't do it in VR. It makes me sick. If there's environment moving around.
But that's why Echo's kind of amazing. The fact that there are a lot of people who just plays well with them. I know those who may not have kind of seen, they've done some presentations already at that is at Oculus Connect a few years back, kind of explaining some of the mentality of the design in Echo, things from just the lines in your helmet. When you're in first person mode and you get the little lines kind of on the side of your periphery, that helps a bit, with kind of centering your balance of sorts. The way that they've designed some of these textures on the walls were researched in a fashion that made visibility on certain objects more distinct, which helped the way that your head perceived motion, your eyes perceived motion. I mean, there's a lot of little clever tricks that it does do to immerse you, but also not make you sick for at least a lot of people. So it was interesting talks to watch.
And the VR, the sickness thing, like when I first got into Echo VR, I could not turn myself upside down. If I tried to roll, turning to the side, you know what I mean, rolling to the left or the right, I fall over and immediately nauseous, everything, and I could not handle it in that first little bit. But then over time, that I got used to. That I can spin all I want now. No dizzy, no sickness, nothing. I can do whatever I want in Echo VR, and I get no sickness, none. And it's awesome. There's a lot of VR games I don't get, like it's not all stick. So like putt putt. Me and my brother played a putt putt game. I don't know which one. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but we played a putt putt game, and that's stick movement. But actually, I was teleporting. Now that I think about it. So, anyways.
Yeah, just to address there, B-Love as well, saying the nose is visible, probably don't notice it, and that helps with the sickness. Yeah, that's the thing. There's, a lot of clever tricks that they put into work here, but I think that's the awesome thing about VR and where we're at, even from a VRML standpoint, just the fact that we're still kind of learning along the way and finding these new unique tricks and stuff for our channels and for the streams. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun process, but it's very much a pioneering process because it's trial and error.
Well, B-Love, I think maybe just made something click for me, because back when I was still getting sick from it and dizzy and feeling goofy when I would spin, one of the ways I helped myself break out of that was I started with I would set myself spinning and close my eyes, and over time I'd open them a little bit just to kind of see it, and I would try to, in my mind, I was training my brain to see the room as spinning, not me. And I wonder if I was doing that, I was kind of tricking myself into using my nose as that anchor point, as you're pointing out, B-Love. I wonder if there's, that kind of, you know what I mean? It's that, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but yeah, I wonder if there's something like that at play there, where I thought it was, I'm just tricking myself into thinking differently, but I wonder if it was more I got used to using, because I would literally, once I kept my eyes open for it, I would unfocus my eyes, and I was probably unfocusing my eyes by looking at my nose. So, like crossing your eyes, you know what I mean? So I wonder, that's a very interesting point, and that's interesting.
And speaking of interesting, well, indeed, this has turned into a podcast chat a little bit, because of the last match. We're following back-to-back the Four Kings here, back-to-back matches.
Moon!
EY, but we're following the Four Kings here, just kind of waiting for Synapse to come on in, which is to say not scheduled for another 5 minutes approximately. So, hopefully it's been something interesting for you guys. Honestly, I talked about this with Dimwi in the off season. Maybe at some point we create an actual podcast of sorts that we do host here on this channel. Maybe during lower volume days or hours or something like that. Who knows? We're always looking for more content for everyone at home to consume. So let us know. And yes, what do I know?
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up while we're live.
Here, Dimwi, you are now muted. Talk to me. I'm not trolling you. You're muted. Tell me. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh, Dimwi. Yeah, you're muted. I'm so glad you are. I can't believe what you're saying right now. Keep going. I'm glad you're muted for that one. Here, you know what? We'll talk about this later. I'm gonna unmute you now. Here you go. Hi, Dimwi. You want to tell the crowd what you just said to me? Because that was just abhorrent.
I mean, I can't tell them what I just said to you, but like I said, I don't know if I should opine, because like I literally have not brought this up to you until this moment, and no, this was not B-Love. This is not. This is absolutely not rehearsed. I literally had the idea in the moment. Palidore, please back me up.
Yeah.
Palidore did start a performance with it. He did. It was good.
I told Dimwi this yesterday. I love the fact that I can do this with Dimwi.
I told him to make sure I was muted because I started cursing at him.
Exactly. That's why I was so appalled. I mean, man, the abuse I take from this guy. No wonder I don't give him VIP.
Oh man.
McDore, what did you kiss?
I don't know.
You tell me. Don't kiss and tell. Oh boy, this is bad for our health.
Excuse me, but no. I can since I gave you the raw idea, I can say like, I don't know, Palidore. What do you? Because that would, you know what I mean, provide me that thing that I was just telling you I was lacking with the thing. You know what I mean? I don't. That could be fun. Those. Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking about LAN or something. Anyway, with that.
Oh, don't do that to them.
Well, you're a mod. I mean, you just anyways. Don't confirm things.
You're a board member.
Oh, true. Oh, what do I know? Anyway.
Kavichi, you shut your mouth.
Unconfirming it. I mean, it was all Dimwi's doing. No, don't do that. No, I'm not. No, never mind. Don't disregard everything I just said.
Palidore.
I was attempting. Look, I was attempting to troll Dimwi because with Dimwi, he can say, "Well, I'm just a mod. I don't know anything," and then I can play off of it. But then he turned it on me, and then it got bad. Nothing confirmed.
Clip it. Send it to the press.
No. Okay, but seriously, nothing confirmed. Don't do that. Don't do that.
See, it's not fun, is it?
So, look, we're 3 minutes away from the next match. I think we should take an intermission here.
I'm good for an intermission. I need a drink.
All right. Absolutely no LAN is going to be happening anytime soon. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we're gonna go to intermission. Thanks, by the way, though, for McDorg for the subscription, tier 1. I do appreciate that, and also the opportunity to distract and delay. All right, intermission. We're gonna be back with Synapse in just a couple minutes here. Bye.
Yo, my name Andrew.
Hi, my name is Andy W, and I play on 4 Kings.
Hi, my name is Chrome, and I play for 4 Kings.
Yo, my name is Cruisin.
We want to grow as a team. We're kind of a new team, and I've never played with Cruisin or Ender before, and I know we have like a new chemistry, and I think it's going to be good, but I kind of want to see that grow.
I honestly think one of our biggest strengths is that we're all like friends, right? So it's like I feel like we can grow over time and become better because we're homies and friends and lovers.
Naturally, we're just better.
getting going, and that's a good move from Ignite. The pass there, slowly rolling the way of VTS King. VTS slapping it over, a catch by Duel. Duel sending it to the sideline. Now will be Franz, rolling it up the floor to Wolf. Wolf on the approach, handing it out to the corner. There's a team play, but there is the save away, and Phoenix through to bring it within one. That was a nice one. Oh no, and the dab. Oh no, and the double dab. I'm done.
BTS King working his way along the left side. There's no pressure right now. He can take his time. He passes to the right. NTS Franz is below. Goes off the backboard. NTS Franz brings Ignite up by 9.
Not quite able to pick it up, and the shot goes out off the mark. Looks like it's going to be Goran Jr. picking that up, doing a nice spin move, but the shot was off the mark. But he's able to get it that second time. What a pocket by Goran there.
With it at miss.
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the not podcast of SirDimwi and Palidore. Following that match from Four Kings and Wrath, they're going up now against Synapse here. This is going to be a fun one. There are some definite stories at play, but the story right now is, well, what up, Twitch chat? Glad you guys are having fun with us, sticking around, and thanks again for the sub to McDork, and appreciate that. With that, V-Neat redeemed Hydrate a little earlier on. I can assure you we also did that. And we're about to begin. So I'm Palidore, SirDimwi right by me, and we're getting going.
And this is going to be a good game, guys. Both these teams, well, 4K now 4-3, Synapse 3-3. Both of them have a bone to pick here. A bit of a grudge match. Andy versus Zach. Teammates versus old teammates. I know we've got other old teammates here fighting off. I just can't remember off the top of my head who was with who at what time, but yeah, this is going to be a barn burner of a game here as Cruisin handling this one on the back line. Four Kings, they're pushing forward with that possession we saw in the last game. Andy off the backboard is going to hit that one. What a shot. There you go. Four Kings, 20 seconds in.
What a shot is right. That was an excellent start. And really quickly, I was kind of wondering just in the back of my mind too, because Four Kings had a good showing against Wrath, 20, 25, 30 minutes ago or so. But since then, you got to figure, well, maybe they cooled down a little bit, got frozen out just by the time between the rounds since they hadn't, been otherwise doing a practice scrim or anything like that. But no, they still look pretty hot out of the gate. They cause another turnover. They're going to have another chance at this goal, maybe, as it does get knocked loose just a little bit and contested by Zach.
Oh, but Zach trying to send that one out. Cruising with the good hands there. Gets that one back. Sending it up there to Andy. Andy crossing that one over to Chrome. Chrome into Ender. Ender bringing it in. Gets his pocket picked there by Caption. Caption, he's Caption, one of our casters who hasn't been getting much casting time this season, presumably because he's on Synapse here. And just putting all that time, all that extra time into practicing, which is clearly paying off. But of course, we do miss Caption on the cast. I know he's done a couple this season. If you get a chance, make sure, if you see Caption sign up for a game, make sure to catch that game. He is a phenomenally, naturally talented caster.
Absolutely. You know what? Didn't we keep talking? Because shame on me, I forgot completely to start a prediction. So I'm going to do that right now.
So that's being jostled for far side. It's Luz Cruising, maybe going to get there first. Ender instead, excuse me. Was that a handoff or a setup? I'm not sure what happened there, but Cruising to Ender. Ender's going to send it in for the 3. That's your second goal of round 1 here. 2 minutes in. It's going to be a 5-point lead to Four Kings right now as we await that prediction from the sideline camera. Yep. And it will be Synapse, Synapse with the Chelsea advantage. Go ahead.
There we go. It's up for a couple minutes here. Who wins this match? That said, Caption gonna send it over to .com. On the note of predictions and channel points, well, we got at least one player in here who went mighty broke a couple days ago, much to his chagrin. Andy is looking for some soup. That said, the recovery from .com gets it to go for their first 2.
I realize I didn't get to introduce Synapse here because Four Kings got their introduction last game. Of course, Synapse here led by none other than .com as he gets that goal there, assisted by Mamba. That is the real Mamba. If you catch him stream and watch his stream, you also got to check out the real Mamba, Real School of Flow. Ask him about it. Write that down. The real Mamba, Real School of Flow. He will love you if you bring that up.
Yeah, it's where I learned to rhyme, I think. I don't know, but it sounds something like that. As Mamba, who's been putting on some great shows here. You saw them in the top plays, Synapse, and a couple of those videos made for our content creation side. And yeah, as it gets collected by Chrome at the bottom, they're trying to, well, get it through that defense, and they will not. The shot snagged by .com directly down center. We saw it against Wrath, where Four Kings were trying to play it pretty slow, but you can see that Synapse does not want to allow that to happen.
Ooh. Ooh. You see that .com knew he had no time. He had no time. You see how fast the goalie gets back there.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that's Ender that was streaking in. And he sends that one. He has to hit the edge of the backboard there to get that angle, and it barely slots in. As we do get a technical here. Yeah, as Rocks in chat saying backboard pocket. That was a really good shot from .com. That's one of those, you know, I try to hit those in pubs every once in a while. And I maybe make 1 out of 5. You know, if I'm probably exaggerating out of my own personal bias. Let's be real.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's 1 out of 5, but... you know,
not easy to hit at all. That's I mean, I was never all too good at backboard plays too much. Pyramid was okay because technically Pyramid was still basically a straight shot, but just from a different angle. The backboard though, you have to start factoring all kinds of math and geometry, and it's beyond me. But definitely a lot of talented players who are capable of doing just that and doing it with regularity.
Yeah, I used to have a really tight. Well, the phrasing I was about to use was going to be absolutely horrid, so we're just going to move on.
Almost as bad as me yesterday, but that said, cruising with a disc is going to have
this
that.
would have been worse.
Oh, somehow I doubt that, but if so, then you're fired. Anyway, Ender here with a disc on Endy on the other side of it as well. You can see the stack at station actually contested pretty well by Cruisin', allowing a little bit of time and a little bit of space for them to work it up the floor, and actually may have just a numbers advantage in a sense, 1-on-1. That's about as good as you can hope for outside of a wide open goal, so they're back up by 3.
Well, you know, in that one 3-minute meta I put out, this is not a plug, it's just a reference, although I guess now it's a plug.
Sure.
Well, I mean, it's. Anyways, I'm not gonna rant. I'm not gonna. I'm doing the thing. Don't. What was I gonna say? Oh, about. I don't remember. No, it's gone. It's gone.
Well, so say we all. I don't know, but over here is Zach with a disc and sending it back out.
I like that reference.
Thank you. But .com or Beep Beep is sending it through into the blue zone where Mamba is there, but 3 players. Four Kings are able to get there first, but unfortunately they just throw it directly to .com in the back line. So a turnover now will be had, and now time for their own offense as you can see them spacing out, but Four Kings doing a similar thing, and they're playing aggressively outside that bubble on some man defense.
This one cleared back into the Synapse zone here, all the way into the bubble. Synapse players getting there first. Can they get to the disc first? No. Cruising, though, he gets a hand on it, gets stunned out. .com picking that one up. He's going to clear that one out. Zach was he was in the front, but he gets stunned out, so we're gonna have a relay here for this one. Got a whole bunch of players coming in. Overshooting was .com on the far side, gonna be picked up by the real Mamba, sending that one in to Caption. Caption now doing some jukes, trying to pull that defender out. Instead, gonna send this one back there to Zach W. Currently playing the backline here for Synapse on this offensive attack. As you see, .com on that near side wall does start moving out to the backline as Zach is gonna walk this one in. Zach. I see what he was trying to do there. He's trying to go to Mamba off of that roll. He does finally get it to Mamba. Once again, Mamba's going to back that one out. They really would have pulled this defense out of the bubble.
Yeah, they are trying. Didn't like their looks, so once it got kind of sticky in that situation, they just said, "Well, we're gonna calm it down and space out the floor." You see, every player right now, they all have passing plays and line of sights to each other. That is an important thing about these teams as they go for that shot. And see, what did they do? Backed it out, and they earned themselves what was a pretty high percentage drive once they found a look that they liked. That's the important part.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's even more, it makes me want to talk about Kang, but it's a step beyond what Kang does. Because Kang is really careful about their attacks. They don't do anything... Generally speaking, they don't go for any low percentage shots. They don't tend to go for long shots. Those long empty lane, empty goal shots that you only have for a half a second or a second. They don't tend to do that. But what Synapse is doing on this one is going a step further, and well, the headbutt save!
Oh man, does it again. That's not even the first one this season. He's had one or two of them, and wow, just putting another one in the pocketbook and trying to get a good look at the pocket if they can. Andy W though, gonna back this out again. So calm and collected here, trying to find their best chances, and no is gonna be denied. There's Mamba, and out to the intercept from Cruisin'.
You notice a difference in the attack styles where Four Kings will patiently look for their lanes and then attack. Synapse is doing, like I said, go a step further. They feign the attack to draw the defense and then pull it out to try to draw the defense more. It's two very different styles of attack as Chrome is going to get that goal there. They're going to go up by 3. And is one style better than the other? Is it a matter of the play-by-play strategic decisions? Is it a matter of the 50-50s? Like, what is the difference? Is it the gameplay? Is it the strategy? Is it the individual talent? I don't know, but I love what I'm seeing right now. This is a game to dissect.
Oh yeah, what I do know is it is very, very close here with a minute 42 left, only a 3-point margin. So you gotta figure if Four Kings are able to get that disc back again, they're gonna be trying for something very similar. That said, trying to score here, diving in on everyone. Cruisin' though, the insanity, but Zach. And no, another casualty from Cruisin' being denied once again, this time at the barrier. And what a beast inside that goal. This turns into one that could very well be some ice here in this round, as it will be Ender taking it, but no, having it stolen and now intercepted by Chrome.
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Cruz, and that first save he made. Not only were both of them amazing saves, but that first one, he committed to it so hard he was floating back into the goal. Had he held onto that disc for a second longer, it would have been a self goal. As Ender sets up Chrome for that goal right there. They're gonna go up by 5 here. It's not over yet. That is a minimum of 2 goals. A 3 out of 2 Synapse would need to score here, but with about 40 seconds, right, almost exactly 40 seconds, they have the time, but they have to be very, very quick.
Yeah, Albafons, what did I miss? Is there like a reference I didn't land or something? Well, anyway, let me know. That's it on the other side of the floor by the bubble, picked up here by Mamba almost. So Ender is gonna get that out of there. And time now about winding down as it's cleared through. Yes, really.
No, I missed it. Yeah, Andy W. Sending out when the bouncer gonna send it right down to the floor and picked up there by .com. But yeah, first round is going to be in the hands of Four King here as we have 13 seconds remaining in this one. Mamba, look, that was a nice pass there to .com. He sent it off that side, the side wall, the corner wall. Caption just going to send this one in. One last pass to Zach. Zach going to go for Zach go for a trick shot to end this one. He was going off the shoulder there. That was not just a wildly shot or a fling. He was trying to send one last one in off the shoulder there. It's just kind of a last ditch attempt. I can respect that.
Yeah, I mean, Ty was just about out on that occasion, and Zach, of course, the thing is with him is those shots are all in his wheelhouse. He is either an originator or popularizer of so many unique things in the Echo meta. I kind of referenced it recently, and you know, he keeps pulling out these firsts, basically, that we saw the headbutt passing off a boost, and it was a very soft, like the softest touch you could ever see to caption a couple weeks ago in a match. He's the one who did the first cloud shot that made me lose my marbles at the time in pre-season 1 and slash season 0.
Originated the whirly twirly.
Whirly twirly. I mean, yeah, the thing is, he's not afraid to try new things and look for new banks, look for new angles. It's fun to watch him at play.
Also got to share... there was one time I was in a private game with him, long time ago. This is probably season 1, maybe even before season 1. I was in the goal and he was coming in to shoot. It was a similar shot to that last one he took there, but he was closer to the wall, and so he was trying to hit the under. He did hit the underside of the shoulder, and it tricked me. It went in. I told him at the time, I said, "You get one. You get one." He tried it again. I did make the save. He only tried it one more time. I did get the save, but that felt good to be able to say, "You'll get one," and he only got one that night.
Well, moral victories here. Zach, they're looking for much more of a solid one, as it will be made by Mamba, I think, in a Cruisin', looking like, well, might have gotten that that grab as Ender waves at, I think that was Zach or someone on the backboard. Anyway, got distracted.
Ender. Ender is on a tear today. He came after me earlier today as well. He's having some fun. Chrome with their far side. That's also a really important first goal here for Synapse, to get that first goal in the second round. That's really important for them. It's important for the mental game. It's important for the pace of the game to get that first goal. Andy W sending it in off. Are you serious? That was another headbutt. That was a headbutt. That was off the head, wasn't it? Was that off the head? I don't even know. I'm just gonna claim it was. Whatever.
Well, replay for you to get a look, as it will be Chrome with the disc, handing it off to Andy, but Andy getting stunned by the dive. Rebound here from Ender. Ender backing it out, and that's very wise because it was getting a bit frantic. With that, though, the trial of the defense is how to play aggressively, but not so aggressively that you get completely stuck, as Chrome sticks the goal to tie it up.
What a setup there. I had to lean in to my other monitor here to watch this back on the stream there, because wow, that was such a high IQ play there. Ender is set up directly above the goal, and as a goalie, you hate that. You hate that because it can come off it can hit the cone, it can come straight in, or they could set up a pass. But when you're thinking about the pass, you're thinking about a more steep angle pass, not one that looks like a bad shot on goal. That setup there, that was such a good play there from Ender to set up that goal.
Ooh, and just beyond the reach of Mamba, but there will be a player, Zach, to recover, sending it to .com. Some pretty good passing here. They've executed about 8 of their last 9 passes, seeing if they can complete it, though, with a pass to Mamba. Mamba, however, can't get the handles, but still yet the position from YouTube will get them back in the offense, trying to break this little stalemate. And no, checkmate, says Ender, but I take back by that defender. .com in the mid lane, and the goal is capitalized by the caption. Closed captions. What a series of plays that was, Dimwi.
Oh, that one hurts. That one is going to be a little demoralizing. Not really. I mean, you're talking about 4 Kings. This is not a roster that gets demoralized. Let's be real. But that was kind of an unforced error. The goalie came out almost looking like they were going to chain away, not realizing they didn't actually have possession of the disc in the moment. That's a painful goal there. I know that one hurts. As someone who's probably done it plenty of times myself. But Andy W now with the 4 Kings you know this team. They're going to make up for it here. Ender, off the inside of the post. See, that time he had Andy W cut in same spot and goes for the shot instead that time. That's that high level thinking, man. Zach, boom.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom indeed, and he is a dynamite player on offense. You give him a lane, that lane is going to be capped off with a shot in a hot second. It doesn't matter where he is on the floor, it doesn't matter what angle, but nice way to thread it through that bottom side of the backboard. And we'll be cruising now, trying to move it on up here as they do fall behind by 5 on the side of 4 Kings.
Ender sending it across there to Andy. Andy, that bounce was intentional. That wasn't a scuff pass that happened to make it. That was a very intentional pass. I love those passes. I always scuff them. Cruising now with it on this back line. See, now it's this patient game again, because Synapse not going to leave the bubble. I think 4 Kings has accepted that, and so they try to cause chaos, like you're seeing there. A lot of stuns going out.
Yep.
Of course, it's going to be Zach W with that possession, sending it all the way down. It's going to take a good bounce there, straight up to the ceiling, but a couple stuns in the backfield allow. Caption knocking it loose. He's got Mamba far side. He's going to slow it down. Instead, though, they're going to start going back to this game. Maybe over to Mamba. No, they're just going to strike. Oh, they stopped there, and that one gets sent out there by a slap up by Cruising, but it's .com on the back line picking this one up. They're still up by 5. 5.5 minutes to go here. Sending it into Caption. Caption sending it across into Mamba. Mamba going up the ceiling. Zach another ding. And there it is. Mamba taking out the trash. Getting it in for the 2. They're up by 7.
Wow, what a struggle that was, and yet, every loose disc, talk about 50-50s earlier, those ones were just 100% for the favor of Synapse, it seems, so they will pull back up ahead even more, actually, by 7 points, approaching this halfway point in the second round, so that third round, especially with a turnover here, could be a reality quite soon, as Zach is now just trying to escape that defense on his feet. Andy, and now over to Caption. Caption passing it down below, but nobody home on the immediate grab. Now Andy and Zach, or Ender and Zach rather, contesting each other as it's passed back to .com and reset here.
Zach with it on the back line. It's interesting how deep, when they're setting up like this and they get this passing formation going, Zach is playing exceptionally deep, and for I find that interesting because Zach being the striker that he is, but I also remember Mamba being a monster in the bubble a few weeks ago. I remember watching some highlights from a Synapse game and just being blown away by how good Mamba was in the bubble. But cruising the feed from Andy, he's gonna get that one in as he gets stunned out, sends a top corner pocket. As you saw, .com was playing low in the goal there. That's why Cruising sends it high. That was a good goal from Four Kings, back within 5. Yeah,
still 4 minutes here to expend, so not necessarily in trouble. Just gotta stick to their game plan, which is to say, try and become and execute some of these. They've had some great defensive plays, Cruisin', Ender, and now just need to get some offense going, but the struggled rollout here is going to be tough as they do lose it out to the station and a big dog pile, so another one of those 50-50s perhaps, but we know how that's been working out so far, and it's been in favor of Synapse in this round at the very least. There it is, again, caption, but wow, what an extended brawl this was.
Yeah, and back in possession is Four Kings here, cruising with it. Oh, that was a double stun. Caption almost getting away with that one. Oh no, Zach has it. Zach shot. He hits it for the 3. They're up by 8. I'm seeing round 3 possible in this future.
Like I said, you just can't give Zach those angles, and that's a couple times here that they're getting caught out on these jousts and holding onto the disc a little too long on that occasion. So just trying to restabilize as they will fall behind 12-4. Andy with the disc rolling out here, trying to evade the stack. You see the stack didn't even go directly at the QB. It kind of launched out towards the bubble area so they can kind of ricochet off of it and then get the QB from behind, basically, and take him off guard. So that was kind of an interesting rollout.
Four Kings setting this one up, cruising, trying to track it down. Zach W is going to get there first. Under pressure, he's just going to fling this one back. That's a good reset there, right there. That's good communication. .com going to send that one across to Mamba. Mamba all the way down and in. Going to take a few bounces there all the way down into the bubble. It's going to be a race. Caption's trying to get there, but he's got... Oh. Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoops. I think that was an incidental headbutt right there. Edner's taking that shot. Zach's going to close the door.
Yeah, we've seen some very purposeful headbutts here in this round. That one maybe not one of them. Cruising, though, with the disc from the tunnel is going to take that deep pass, make that deep pass over to Ender. Ender eyeing that cross, and really fantastic delivery for Chrome to secure the score. 6-point game.
See how bad Ender wanted to take a shot. He saw the lane, and that's one of those things. So, a lot of those moments where you see that open lane, you only have a second. You saw there he had, I think that was less than half a second. Had he thrown that at 19, hit painted that bottom corner with it, he might have been able to hit it, but he in the moment he knew better. He did the quick math and realized it's not worth the risk. Gonna send the pass instead. That was the right choice to make. But look at there, Synapse getting another one in right after that one. 17 seconds. They're back up by 8.
Yeah, they tried. Initial slower rollout, got bothered a little bit, but then once that clear was out, well, so were they, right to the other side. So 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining here. And yeah, that round 3 is looking like a reality quite soon. And even like you can see here, some of these unforced errors as well from Four Kings, just one of those cases where I think they can really use that, time between the rounds here coming up soon to just recalibrate and set themselves up for success in the next one.
And he's sending that bounce pass across again. Big stop there by .com. And that one going to get sent out. They're going to chain after it. They have an opportunity. Zach, long shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 31 meters out from the tube. They're running away with this one. It's just only going to be about 18 seconds, 20 seconds once we come out of the tubes here. 10 seconds, 19 seconds. So, yeah, this round 2 is going to Synapse. We're going to get a round 3 in this one.
Yeah, what a, again, spectacular just end-to-end score. Not wasting any time once that clear was out, and with that big punch coming in off that stack, that boosted player Zach, as he does have Mamba crossing over, Caption as well. They got a lot of options, that just kind of slipping away from them as Mamba takes it, picks it, sends it right back at him. The dive was there, couldn't find the shot off the stun, but one more from Caption, no, getting stunned as well. And round 3 coming up soon, 17-6 here in the second, however, to Synapse.
Yeah, big second round victory. It's a very different looking scoreboard than we saw in the first round.
Sure is.
And after that, if you're Four Kings, you got to be feeling a little bit nervous about the third round. But They're not. Yeah, they're not, and they're not going to feel nervous about it because you see it plenty where, you know, one team is you get a first close round, and then one team really runs away with it in the second, and then you get a really good third round. I'm expecting a really good third round. I expect right now, Four Kings are going over where the deficit is, where it's coming from.
Yeah.
What are they missing? What changed between the rounds? And they're gonna make that adjustment, and it's going to have an effect.
Yeah.
So,
and I see Bart Star over there from Rush, if I do recall. Yeah. And saying, you know, Synapse in this roster, new roster is strong. Well, the thing about this, it's kind of a new old roster in a sense, because Caption was, as far as I recall, one of the original Synapse members, and I'm talking like a couple years back. So a long time ago, even before VRML, but one of the originals on there. And then Mamba actually was rostered on Synapse back in, I believe, season 1. Now, he didn't play too much on the team from what I recall. He was that fifth rostered member. But yeah, so it's a new roster, but also not in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I have nothing to add. I mean, that's all fact, and there's nothing much else. You know, and it does, though it does contribute. I guess there's something I can add. It does contribute to how well they're doing, and because everybody at this point, most everybody is fully aware that chemistry is a big part of it, and you might see these two teams. You go, well, you know, this Synapse roster, except for .com and Zach, you know, they haven't really played together in a while. You know, how good can the chemistry be? Or Ender, Andy, Cruz, and Chrome, their first season together as a team, how good is that chemistry really going to be? You got to remember, these players, all of us, have been playing together for years. So, you know, when you look at a team like Joker, they have had the same roster for the whole time, you know what I mean? They've been playing together for years. This greater community, Andy, Cruisin', Chrome, Caption, Mamba, .com, Zach, Ender, we've been playing pubs literally since 2017. So, you know, that sort of chemistry you get from playing a lot with somebody, that kind of already exists from a lot of these players that have been around for a while, which does give them a slight advantage over the newer teams, but only for a while.
Yeah, and Chrome right now, all the meanwhile setting up some offense for them. It was off of an Ender Joust where he got the disc and did the little Ender move, shielded himself, and got possession of it. So right back at him. Breaking news, Grumpiest Broom hates Palidore apparently. And now it's Ender with a disc up from the ceiling and spacing out the floor. But again, they have that backline option, which they went to with great success in the first round and as well as in the Wrath game. We'll see if it pays off here in the start of round 3.
I feel like, oh, never mind. Ender. Taking this one from Cruisin', and they're gonna send it back to Cruisin'. Cruisin'. Oh!
Oh gosh. I don't know how to respond to that.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
Apparently you don't either. But with that, the shot did go in. A technical self-goal it looked like. So that unfortunate turnaround. Very fortunate for the Four Kings because they will take anything they could get.
I feel bad.
And with that, well, don't feel too bad.
No, that was such a great shot. You know, he's gonna want it in a highlight reel. We had nothing to say.
Oh.
It was just silent.
Well, next time you go silent, I can just go wah as Andy scores 5-0.
Andy, I hope you didn't want this one.
So, look, to get back to it though, that has got to be good news for Four Kings because you know what? In 2 minutes, they've nearly met their entire score total in round 2. They only had 6 points in round 2. They've already got 5 here. So that is the kind of start they needed. As I said, sometimes you just need that breather between rounds, and even a slightly extended one because there was also a timeout for a minute or two. Apparently they're good to go. So hey, gotta hand it to them.
Yeah, Andrew just had to go kick a few kittens to get his head
dear.
back in the game. Caption far side, long shot. He had, he has it coming, and he knows why. I know he's watching the VOD. Andrew, you know why.
He's gonna file
You
another
know why.
ticket, Dimwi, against
Yeah,
you.
he is. He's welcome to. I welcome it.
Fun fact, Ender did in fact file an actual ticket against Dimwi yesterday for a stream comment. But that said, please don't do that. But that said, over to the other side of the floor, back by the trench, gonna be picked off by Andy.
Andy sending this one in. Caption slapping it through. No, we're gonna go NFL with this one. Chrome. Far side. Chrome. Cruising. Cruising in the tube. Cruising. Intercepted Mamba. Deep clear. Race for it.
And now
Picked
racing and placing the shot. I'm gonna go buy Dimwi a thesaurus. That said, Synapse, they got their first goal and broke that seal.
Every once in a while, you gotta change it up a little bit. You gotta go with a different style of casting, right? You know, because you and Nightfire, you had that voice thing you guys did all old timey, right? And I can't do voices like that. Okay, so I all I can do is really terrible approximate impressions of things I have one time or another witnessed, and that was a funny thing I saw in the NFL once. That's what you get.
All right, well, that said, we're going back into, I don't know how to respond, but that would be Ender with a shot. I was gonna do, I'm trying to remember what you're talking about. I think maybe the radio voice, but that was because because our Discord kind of went dead on us in one of those streams, so it was kind of, we were forced into it. That said, Ender here is trying to send a pass, and
what a read!
It's .com using his force, and he has been a force of nature on the defense, because that is, yet again, he's had a couple headbutt saves and knockaways. He's had a few just straight up grabs on these approaches, definitely proving his assault. Not that he needs to, as they assault the goal for 4 Kings. They're up by 6.
I gotta see what happened. Okay, the chain got stunned out. I was wondering what was going on. That was for this game. That was a long time to be free there.
Yeah.
And that chain got stunned out as they were trying to chain away. They got back. Well, I don't think they got stunned out. I think they got broken up, and they got back together, but it wasn't quick enough there. Synapse down by 6, almost halfway through this third round. You know, 4 Kings, whatever adjustment they made, it is working. Mamba with it, sending that one back. What a nice little. I need a goal here. We need a goal. Zach with it now. Near side wall, sending this one across, out of reach for the teammate. Caption not able to get there. Oh, that's
hold on, Dimwi! Hold on, Dimwi! It's a shot from Ender! Way deep down! 54! What a hit! That was crazy!
That's gotta be a record. For a straight on intentional shot, that's gotta be a record.
The moment that thing came out of his hands, I mean, I was lined up right behind him. That was perfect. Holy smokes, what a smoking shot. That was ridiculous.
Somebody look it up. Somebody find an intentional shot straight on that was longer than that one.
Wait,
you won't.
Wait, from the tunnel, no, I think Game has hit a full court once though, at the very least. Not to kind of deflate or derail, but if in good company is Ender, because that was just ridiculous. How many people could do that?
That was
through that tiny slice. That tiny slice.
It is Ender. But now it's .com handling this one on the ceiling there. They're down by 9. It's not over. Still got 4 minutes. Sending out across. That was a little miscommunication there. .com sending out over to Caption as Caption was pushing off of that anchor. Caption go back to .com. .com sending this one over to Mamba. Mamba wants a goal there. He's going to get stunned out as he's taking that shot. .com is there, though, to pick that one back up. .com sending this one across. Zach W is able to get this one on the bounce here under some light pressure, but he sends that one back to .com. They really need a goal on this drive. .com sending out across, pulls the defense to him. What a grab there, cruising. But now picked up by Zach. Another recovery. No, another Ender with the grab, and he sends it away.
What is this defense? Oh, man. First Caption, then Ender. And yet still, after those 2 devastating saves, the killers are just the fact that they have to go and do it again because Zach has possession, but now loses it to Chrome, so now Chrome getting in on the defense. That sack was already prepared, and they're starting to definitely find their groove because they are moving fast, they are moving quick. That cross. Now that would have been one heck of a capper off of the last set of plays, but back to the reset, and they'll calm it down. 11-2.
Yeah, slowing it down. They have that speed. And sometimes you have to slow it down. You kind of get a little. You get into that pace, but then you kind of overdo it a little bit. You start getting rushed, and so you need that backline play to slow that one down. You just pick it up there, pull that defense out. Everybody breathe, get into position. Cruising, sending it back in. Gonna hit there, Andy near side wall. What a snag there by .com, but Andy stuffing it, getting it right back. A nice reset there to Cruising once again on the backline. Very aggressive defense. This is a very different defense from Synapse, and Four Kings is going to capitalize on it. I don't know if you all noticed what just happened there. Synapse completely changed up their defensive scheme. They're struggling right now. They feel it. They got really aggressive, and it leads to that open lane, that open goal right there.
Also, hi, Wonder. Sorry, been 5 minutes. And also, H2O, thank you for your namesake. I did. That said, 2 minutes left. And yeah, this has been such a magnificent turnaround round for the side of Four Kings, because they were looking a little bit dead in the water in that second round. They were seeing some unforced turnovers happening towards the end. You know, a little bit of that kind of deflation you can kind of see. That said, there is nothing but elation as they score one more for a 2-point dunk from Andy.
Yeah, that's a 13-point lead. Let me do some math. It's 4-5, a minimum of 5 goals that Synapse needs now. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, a minimum of 5 they're going to need here. I don't want to do any more math. Synapse with this Joust advantage. Minute 22 on the clock. Handled now by .com. Sending one across. Looking for caption. Out of reach. Chrome with it. Chrome. They want the ice. There it is. We like this stock. Four Kings. That's the ice on that one. We still have about a minute to go here, but Four Kings will be taking round 3.
And shout out Grumpiest Broom for the tier 1, and in fact 2 tier 1 community subs over the last 5 minutes. Appreciate that very, very much. Maybe I guilted him a little bit earlier on with what I had said, but that one, the last one he said was for Four Kings. Of course, Grumpy maybe seeing Andy viciously cheering him on the other day in the chat, channel points and whatnot. That said, definitely going for broke was Andy in this round, which is to say trying to break up that incredible pace and incredible offense we were starting to see from Synapse, because they just came back here and never looked back once that first buzzer started in this round.
Yeah, no, Four Kings hit the ground running. That timeout, it's right. If I've ever seen Andy gonna ender his own ex-teammate there, Mama sending this one back in, but. If I've ever seen a good argument for taking that optional extended time between rounds, this is it. You see the difference it made. We had a really close round 1. Synapse took round 2 hand over fist.
Yeah.
And in round 3, after a brief intermission there, Four Kings is just gonna crush. I was not expecting that third round. You can go back before that third round. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting a much closer third round, but. And Four King came out swinging, and they really made a statement in that one.
Yeah, and what it did actually, to give you a bit of credit, it's kind of what you said. It's just the inverse. The first round was kind of the closest one, and then the next 2 were the Jekyll and Hyde of sorts. But it is what you generally can see quite oftentimes round to round, because it does make a huge difference just having that time to reset. We say it because it's true, and because we know sometimes you just need to wipe away some of the bad feelings and the bad rhythm, and next thing you know, you're good to go again. And they were. So with that, Four Kings, they come away back-to-back streams against Wrath and Synapse. Well, very strong, because now they are 5-3 here in the season.
Yeah, and this is a big day for Four Kings. They're more than safe, although I'm pretty sure both these teams are safe from that relegation. So, yeah, it's just a solid victory there for both these guys. Mm-hmm. Or what am I saying? Oh my goodness, a solid victory there for Four Kings.
I got it.
Yeah. Not much else to say about it though. I will shill right now. I'm gonna double check, make sure I'm not gonna be stepping on any toes right quick.
You are.
Am I?
A little bit. I'm trying to get into right now, so you can keep talking.
Into. Oh, you're going to another game. Okay. I will not be. I will not be joining Palidore into that next game. Is that Project Hope versus Gen Z you're going to be doing here? Yeah,
yes.
It is.
Yes.
Obviously, they've been waiting. Now I have I have a thing. Anyways, once the casts are done here tonight, if you guys, if anybody is still interested in watching any more Echo, Gilligan's gonna be live starting at 10 and going till probably like 1 or 2 in the morning. Every Friday night he does his podcast over there on his own channel, GILIGIN. Go look him up, check that out. But of course, not before this next game, as I have certainly give you enough time to get in there, and I'll let you get to it.
All right, well, that we shall do. So, gonna go to a brief intermission. And after that, yeah, Project Hope versus Gen Z, or at least I do hope. So thanks for watching, and do stay tuned. And thank you, Dimwi, by the way, for the cast. We'll be right back.
Don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink.
From getting going, and that's a good move from Ignite. The pass there, slowly rolling the way of VTS King. VTS slapping it over, a catch by Duel. Duel sending it to the sideline. Now will be Franz, rolling it up the floor to Wolf. Wolf on the approach, handing it out to the corner. There's a team play, but there is the save away. And Phoenix through to bring it within 1. That was a nice one. Oh no, and the dab. Oh no, and the double dab. I'm done.
DTS King working his way along the left side. There's no pressure right now. He can take his time. He passes to the right. NTS Franz is below. Goes off the backboard. NTS Franz brings Ignite up by 9.
Not quite able to pick it up, and the shot goes out off the mark. Looks like it's going to be Gorn Jr. picking that up, doing a nice spin move, but the shot was off the mark, but he's able to get it that second time. What a pocket by Gorn there.
With it at mid, sending it in, is going to hit Meatballer. Meatballer encroaching on the bubble. Al coming in. What a stop there by Com. Going to be picked up by Al, and Ryan coming away with it, but Arco leader no Com with another grab. Connor Chaos with it now. Connor Chaos going to back it up. 17 seconds, sending this one up, but red there by Jay Walker. Jay Walker with the clear.
Mozzie.
Mozzie, he's going to get his pocket picked. Ryan with it. Ryan Hager shot there from Jay Walker. That was disgusting.
Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. On to the place where all this began. Just start again. Won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes.
Can't get the grab. 8 seconds. Excuse me. And now 8 seconds in that far side. The inside trap. Fish is going to chuck this. Whoa. No. Oh. Oh.
Worst just won it at the last possible second.
Bounce off the backboard and off the back of the crossbar. Be picked up by Simon. Simon under pressure now, able to avoid that defensive player and put it in.
Trying to run back up on the Great British Empire here, and they're able to get those 3 points.
And I think that's exactly what Blank needed momentum-wise. You know, it's now a 1-point game, a little over halfway through. This is definitely doable for them, so that was very important to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Howler will take the disc here. Some good passes back and forth here, getting around that defense. Difficult passes as well. They're not easy passes under pressure. on the table. It's kind of one of the most difficult passes to make. Zeko Zero will make a couple of ducks here. In fact, get past the defense.
Gonna hit Zenith up to Mad, setting it up, hits Sealable does not have a lane there as that is .com all the way back to the goal. He does play very, very deep back. It's Zenith is able to play it.
Back and forth and stunning coming out from both teams as Voodoo gets a nice, oh my god.
A clear from Caesar. Losing his arm a little bit there, but not losing the disc. Saluna dropping it, but Moonface taking it right back, sending it over, and oh my goodness, Moonface making a crater into the goal. 16 points, 25 meters deep. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1. Welcome Andy into the chat off of those back-to-back games. Fun times. I'm probably less sweaty than you, but we were getting hyped on some of those plays. It was good games to watch, for sure. Glad to have you guys joining us. Saw a lot of Master Tier players, in fact, in the chat throughout. I noticed you guys. I just, you know, there was a game going on and stuff, but yeah, good to see, again, Sneaky in there, and Rocks, Game, and Dash, and Grumpy. It feels like it's 2018 with the names I'm seeing in there. You brought a little piece of home back into Palidore's old heart. But with that, I'm bringing back to you some hope. Project Hope, that is. This is a team who are, well, very hopeful to continue their relentless streak. They're 7-0, as you can see. And they're eyeing down this opportunity to finish out strong this week and go 8-0. Be one of the only remaining teams at these upper divisions, Diamond and Master, who do have that spotless record. You know, yesterday we saw Joker and King putting both their undefeated records on the line, and was Joker who came away with that one. We've seen Aurora do as much here in the Diamond division as well, but now Project Hope coming in against a team in Gen Z, who have indeed been strong this season as well. Coming in off the first offensive opportunity, though, for Project Hope. Let's see what they do. Super Buddy. And the cross. Nice and easy to Burnsy. You gotta love that. Fundamentally sound, and that's the sound of the first goal going off. The lull in there as well. More Master Tiers looking for Project Hope to do some damage. I mean, they have been. Another one of those teams I was talking about. I'd be curious in a different day and age, you know, just playing against some of these Diamond teams. They're super entertaining for sure. And super buddy. Just on the team, as it so happens. See Jason also stopping by. There's Steel Sky talking about that one team, the Borealis one. As well as Dinosaur Nuggets. Well, I love you too. And I love Dinosaur Nuggets in general. So, by name and by food. Right now, they're treating themselves, though, to a full meal. It's Project Hope with 4. So, Burnsy, of course, one of our league moderators as well, coming in and joining this team this game. I believe this is the first time I've been able to cast Burnsy, I want to say. I'm not going to commit to that, though, but that said, it will be Super Buddy, this season, that is, on the miss. Now, Gen Z at the defense. There's Platypus. Look at the extra pass. So, try to dive upon him was Platypus, but Burnsy and Super Buddy just had that chemical connection, the old team chemistry, and they're up by a few goals. Or 2 threes, I suppose. But Gen Z now on the offense once more. They have a 4-3 record. Got the full team roster: Zeus, Fasterex, Klex, J, T-Gram, Platypus, and Ender Chicken. But right now, just a lot of stuns over in midfield, kind of struggling to get that clear out. They do eventually, so now it's just a matter of the speed, and JT trying to cruise through, but unable to get the disc. Actually, I might take that back. Still there to contest, so doing a pretty nice job as they do snag it away. So there's Zeus, and Zeus with the disc, gonna back it out to the midfield, trying to look for their foothold and their stability. and maybe do a little bit of what we saw the Four Kings do at several junctures to great effect as of recently. Now with that, collects from the Pac-Man. You see the backboard player there, JT Graham, just trying to kind of bother the goalkeepers and just keep them honest, staying on the move. And there you go, super slowdown. The thing is, for Project Hope, they don't need to necessarily dive this. They would be just happy to watch Gen Z hold that disc for a long time, but what a beautiful dive and delivery. That was not the easiest catch from JT, but Klex found him and JT found it. That is to say, the first 2 points. Nice start, and good way to break that cap. And see, Jason, who you calling an IDOT? IDOT? Nonetheless. Glyph on the first offensive joust for Project Hope. They do lose it momentarily. He'll get it right back. Glyph sending it to Swag. Swag War to the pocket. Sorry, the trap. Still trying to break that habit sometimes. I called it pocket for the first whole season. And then people started calling the goal pockets, pockets. So then I had to just pocket that phrase and kind of switch around. But you know, old habits die hard. In any case, Burnsy with the disc from the tunnel. Doesn't have any defense immediately on him, so he's going to be able to just work this up with some quickness and efficiency as they do find a nice shield. Super Buddy, bit dirty, and even that, dirtier yet. The extra passes, you love to see it. As I say, the extra, right? Because you see one cross pass and you think, okay, the next throw is going to be a shot attempt. But then they throw in just one more, just to be certain, and to certainly throw me off guard and the defense off guards. And love to see it though. Really willing to share the disc. No one here playing selfishly by any stretch. So that said, on this rollout, gonna be lost to the wedge, taken back by Glyph. Glyph needs to be careful because Zeus is in the general area. Swag War over to the side. Burnsy from the pack. Burnsy has the cut! But Platypus, well, he was stunned by Super Buddy, so Swagwar and Burnsy assisting and finishing, but Super Buddy as well, the punish, the stun to enable that 3-point shot. Very well communicated from Project Hope. And Skinny asking, is it you or the score's reversed now? In what sense? Anyway, Zeus with the disc here, gonna send it off to that corner. Picked up here by JT. JT looking for the angles, and they give a little bit of that medicine right back at Project Hope. Great handoff there from Graham to Zeus. Not a problem. What time is it? Have you guys not been paying attention since 2019? The time is now, of course. So Swagwar with the disc, gonna pass it deep, cross to Super just beyond his reach, however, but Super, good stun and still recovers, so never mind, just getting it done a little bit faster and a little bit easier in a sense. That was something else. Maybe he just missed the first catch on purpose. You know, he said, you know, I'm gonna let that slide by. I'm gonna brawl this defender first. Then I'm gonna bait out the defense in the bubble, and I'm gonna find the great pass. That was really nicely communicated and delivered from Super and from Project Hope. So back into the trap. Gen Z, 4 points, trying to play the defense here if they can. Another cross over to Swag. Swag about to be gotten by the defense, but no, says forget that. We're gonna jet for another backboarded play. Burnsy, now the recipient of another pass from Super. They're up by 11 in this first round. Now worth noting as well, Gen Z had just come off of another match immediately before this as well, so much like the Four Kings in the last stream, back-to-back, Gen Z going immediately back-to-back on their match, literally just ending a minute or so before they started this match. So these guys are warmed up for sure, but maybe a little too warm, because right now they are kind of cold, honestly, on the offensive end. So could be just a case of new team that they're playing here. New adjustments have to be made, and they're still trying to figure that out, but based on prior history, I'm sure they can. It just might take a couple more minutes. It might take that intermission, for them to get that mental reset, but we'll see. Because this Gen Z team, they've had some good success. I mean, they've faced some very tough teams on a couple games skid because they faced Spartan as well as Aurora and had dropped those 2 games. But, I mean, those are 2 teams that will drop many Diamond teams in this league, so... But otherwise, Gen Z, they've had some great showings against Tint, Real Speed, Schrodinger's Disc, as well as High Ping. And just looking for some stability here against Project Hope. Project Hope, again, they've been flawless in their matches, versus Chimera, BRTK, Baked, Soup, Inferno, Heat Seekers, and Supersonic. And if you're wondering how I know all these things off the cuff, you gotta thank my friends over at IgniteVR.gg, of course, because help us out with these overlays, as well as some tools on our end, Caster's Desk, that kind of gives us a look at some of these stats that we can pipe off really quickly and efficiently. So shout out to Ignite. VIPs as right now securing the disc. Klex attempting to, but just a tap out that's going to go to the wedge. So taken back by Swagwar. Swagwar, the reset softly to Burnsy and Glyph here in the backfield. And a dipping pass from Burnsy over to Glyph. Glyph, a bouncing pass to Swagwar. Everyone here kind of getting involved in the offense. A lot of dancing on the floor, that said. And now Super Buddy going to get in on the mix. Maybe looking for a Dusty, but instead we'll just grab and tap off the Geo. And now a strong arm fling near dunk. He put that in with some authority there. That was just a stamp with the defense right about on his face practically. So Super Buddy having himself a game so far. Not to be confused with Game Dash, who I know is/was in the area. Steel there saying Super is correct. And hey, if anyone would know, it definitely would be Steel. Well familiar. Once upon a ding. As JT Graham sends it over, but beyond the reach of Klex. Now a little bit of time left to maybe get one more scoring play if they can, as it does float into the trap. And Super Buddy over to the cross now to Burnsy. Burnsy will back that out perhaps even further. They're not worried about scoring anymore necessarily. If nothing else, they just want to deny the chance here for Gen Z to take any momentum going into the end of this first round. So, not a bad move in itself. That said, they still might have a chance, Super Buddy, but the time is up. So with that, they'll still complete this round with a really powerful initial effort. Can they carry that over will be the test, of course. 19-4, round 1. So, Sneaky in there saying game is in the area, as does Dash. Let's see, and oh look! It's Game Dash! He is in the area. I'm glad you're in this area and not the other one. Because I checked the other one and you weren't there, and it was a big situation. It really deflated me, but you know what? I'm glad you're here. You found the right place, the right time. Everyone is here. It's a 2018 reunion, apparently. It's all good. It's all good. By the way, Sneaky, what you been up to? What areas have you been in the last couple months? Just wondering. Piloting around the world, no doubt, while I sit here stuck to my desk. You've been in the sky. I think that's a B.O.B. song. Yeah, no, you've been in the sky. I've just been here at my desk. I don't have quite as much altitude as you, or attitude. Bad mod. Anyway, next round about to begin. Here we go. All right, and after a little hydration from my favorite pep, it's JT Graham here. Gets the first step, but is stepped upon there by Swag. So that one maybe not being communicated by Gen Z. Kind of had a lot of time for that stack to approach him. So they're going to give up this play potentially, but not if Platypus has anything to say about it. So I'm not well familiar with Platypi, but some sticky hands being shown there. Just securing that disc in the midfield. Might do it again here, as it will be Platypus there. So, like I said, got the nose for where it needs to be. That shot is deep for 3, but the stack right back at him for Gen Z. So, a little bit messy here in terms of neither team holding onto the disc for too long. And you see that sometimes, but I do like the speed we're seeing from Gen Z. I like the fact that they're getting back into the defense. That said, a beautiful delivery on the cross. I mean, that window was so narrow, and that pass attempt rather, was so soft, but Super Buddy, off of that beautiful assist, continues to reign supreme. What's he up to, by the way? 6 points, 6 assists. Wow. Really, several players though on their team really doing a good job on that distribution. So with that up to JT, did not see Swag. At least not quick enough, as he will be stunned. So now delivery to from Swag to Super. Oh boy, Super Buddy going Super Mario with those leaps, but could not get the stomp on those Goombas. But still, another attempt will not be completed as Super Buddy couldn't quite reach it. But Glyph, a slap over to Burnsy. Burnsy to the back, and now into the bottom of the pocket. It's Swag War. 4 points. Sneeko the Mad Lad. Super doesn't miss. Yeah, it doesn't seem to so far. Of course, a lot of that helped out by the teammates, because a lot of these passes and such are just being, whether it's him making the passes or his teammates, a lot of high percentage shots are being had essentially here from Project Hope. They're not having to take these extremely tough shots. Granted, that one was, and well, they missed that one as a result. But that said, who was it that doesn't miss again? Oh yeah, that guy. All right, buddy. All right. He is having a game. 6 points. Yeah. Not only is he having a game, he is in the area, ladies and gentlemen. He is in the area. So with that, JT from the cloud, scanning the area, but will be Platypus getting a clear, intercepted by Super. Super from the Rad logo, and up to the ramp, and up to the Swag. The Swag to the Burnsy. And Burnsy getting burned. Will be Platypus now, a clear. Now some immediate grabs. Good leech coming in as well from Platypus. There he is again! Gets the disc, but has it snagged out by Burnsy this time. The Platypus has been doing a great job to really be first at the approach a lot of the times. Like I said, got those defensive arms, but at the moment, losing it out again, so they will have to retreat into the defensive end, as will be ultimately Swag sending it over to Burnsy. Burnsy trying to avoid that fate from earlier. Oh, handoff play to Super Buddy. Super Buddy, though, needs to get rid of it. Instead, they rid of him, and that is cleared through the blue. And once again, back to the stacks. And who's there first? If I'm a betting man, I would say it was Platypus, but no, it's Graham. So I'm a betting Graham, but gets the gold nonetheless, and it's a 4-point game. Still very close. Sneaky saying the area is full. Can tell he won Seal League Season 2. Oh yeah, you know, see, it was so long ago and yet not at the same time. It seems like forever. Last year was a weird year. My timing is so strange, so off. It's strange. Certain things feel like they happened years ago. Other things as, hold on, light years away. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Look at him. Look at him! Also look at the replay, because I think I forgot to hit that. In any case, we'll be taken by Zeus. Zeus is going to send that right on through, directly down center, but Glyph was there. At the midfield, so is Super, and Super getting stunned, however. Now a grab here, kind of mishandling though, however, so they will lose the disc at least momentarily as the piles form inside the tunnel, or nearby the tunnel. Swagor sending that out to the opposite trap, and 2 players arriving at the same time for either team, as once again that frazzledness, that disarray unfolds with a lot of quick changes of the possession, neither team holding on to it. But with that boosted player, Burnsy gets the disc, tries to redirect around, has to be careful because lurking nearby was that stack. So they get it here back for Gen Z. Gen Z trying to force that round 3. They're down by 7. They still have 4:44 to make it happen. So we'll see. But collects immediate pass and couldn't quite make the catch. Will try to get his own rebound, however. As now JT from the bottom sends it to that top, but again, just slightly off here on some of the execution. They're going for the right ideas. It's just the finishes on these plays. Everything's just a little bit out of reach, it would seem, where they're not quite able to complete their plays cleanly. And when that happens, not that they can afford to stall, but, you know, try to slow it down a little bit if they can and just find some calmness here. It's easy to get caught up when things get really fast-paced and echo oftentimes, and sometimes if a team is feeling good, it works out, but If you're the team who's kind of feeling frazzled from it, then you just want to try and calm it down, as it's going to be snagged by JT. So now the stacks and the leeches can see some good discipline from most of those players, really not getting too caught up with the Suns, just trying to find their mobility instead. That's going to be had here by Burnsy at 3:43 left. And kind of a scoreless spurt we're seeing, as losing the arms, it looks like. So this is going to open things up. A good handoff to Zeus, and Zeus now to Platypus. Oh, but the shot maybe a little too bold. Of course, the defense was right in the face, right in the area at that. I'm going to run that into the ground, aren't I? In any case, that's enough of the area, but instead taken up here by the bubble. I'm going to move on to a different word. A zone. In the zone. In the realm. They're in the realm. As Swag War, well, he's at the helm with the disc. So here they go. Burnsy having it stolen, though, from JT Graham. JT Graham, wow, look at that stack. Wasted no time. They were well prepared. Oh, but again, taken back, and now dunking it is Zeus. Almost a phenomenal defensive set off of that stack. They came out of nowhere. But that said, Gen Z do not pay for it then, because Zeus found the calm, like I said. The realm or the area, choose your path. Oh boy, casting is now turned to choose your own adventure. That could be new channel rewards. We're expanding our reach, folks. We're a full media conglomerate now. I don't know if that's the right word, but I liked how it sounded. In any case, it's Swagwar with a disc, has Glyph way in the nest if they need a reset, and eventually they'll find him. There you go. Knowing that they can sell this one out for the last couple minutes and, you know, just find their highest percentage opportunities. Super Buddy, along the way, kind of struggling. You can see in the midline over there, there's two players from Gen Z, but they're just not able to really find the stacks, not even looking for them, it seemed like. So with that, it's going to be a takeaway here. Finally starting to get back into the defense, and there it is from Platypus yet again, with some strong-armed defense around that bubble as well. But that said, Glyph has another opportunity for another backboarded play. Burnsy definitely favoring that spot across these two rounds. He's been up there a few times, and you know what? He's found some success, without a doubt. And good looks. Glyph finding him. They're up by an 11-4 differential. And with that, I mean, the time not looking too conducive. So with that, Klex has a disc. Can see some man v man kind of being played here. There was actually one loose in the back line because they do have a deep goalie, and which is a smart thing. They don't want to concede any threes, especially with a minute left. But that said, a stun right outside that post, and Swag taking aim at that mid lane clear. Will bounce around kind of awkwardly, but eventually Super Buddy has it. So Super Buddy will eye down the floor. There's the boost coming in from Gen Z, able to get back on the defense, but they're at a point where they almost will want to drag this player out of the goal because the time is just not there. You know, if they score openly at this point, I mean, so be it, but definitely need to act quickly as that pass is slightly astray, taken here by Swag. So back to the midfield. Again, some good leeches coming out. And Zeus, so time is just about done. They still might have an opportunity just to close the gap a little bit, at least. Aiming for the ceiling, will not find the results. Glyph, the disc. Glyph, an attempted clear. Now a double stun, just being sandwiched, was Zeus. That is a sandwich of Olympic proportions there. And Swagwar, sending it back now to Super Buddy. So Super Buddy being overtaken, however, by Platypus with the platinum defense. Indeed, just a shining hope, if nothing else, for Gen Z. A lot of the times in these mid lane plays inside the goal, but just the offense that couldn't quite get it going with some of those connections on the passes. Still, you know, like their speed, and I like their ability to get back on the defense, but ultimately, Project Hope, they were just executing on another level today. They're basically a well-oiled machine. Their passes were crisp. Their patience was mint. And they did everything they needed to do to finish this day out with a win. But with that, 11-4, and that will do it. At least for now on this stream. We had back-to-back matches. And some fun ones, some fun plays for sure. So we'll take a look at those stats and let us see. All right, so there. I mean, look, everyone getting involved here. Burnsy, 9 points, 3 assists, 2 steals. You had Glyph with a 2 assists, a save, and 14 stuns. The very strong-armed duo of Super Buddy and Swagwar there at Super with 11 and 6, as well as 17 stuns. You had Swagwar with 10 points and 3 assists, 26 stuns. So everyone contributing a little or a lot of something at that. For Gen Z's side, it was a couple steals and 21 stuns for Platypus, as Collects gets 1 assist, 11 stuns. JL Graham checking in 4 points and 1 assist, 3 saves, 3 steals. So some, again, good defense being shown there with the saves, the steals, and 10 stuns. Zeus as well with 4 points, a save, and a couple of steals with 12 stuns. So as I was saying, right, the defense was not too bad. I mean, look, 80% of the saves and 70% of the steals going in the favor of Gen Z, but then you just got to look at 80% of the shot attempts essentially. So it was just the battle of attrition in a sense, and Project Hope was just able to wear them down with a shot after shot by the end. So fun games. Chat, I'm really glad you guys have been in my realm. It's been a pleasure to be your host for the evening. Soon I'll probably part off to another area and we'll go from there. I'm gonna find some more words to bring to you next time. Let's see, anything that I happen to miss? No, 5 minutes ago had Curious Creations rating on this channel to catch the last round, so appreciate that, and all of you might have joined from there. Shout out to Fennec V for the follow, as well as D-Man from Team Sleep, I do suppose. And Skinny! No! Skinny, you subscribed. How kind, how thoughtful. I was very prepared to end the stream saying you're fired, but now, not so much. Thank you, Skinny. Appreciate that. And, of course, one of our awesome casters. Maybe get some more of those in there soon. And we can talk about all the realms and areas, if you'd like. Swagwar saying Pally double cast. Yes? You got another game in 4. Actually, though, maybe I should have looked ahead. Admittedly, I wasn't. I signed on for the Kings stuff yesterday. I think I signed up for the Project Hope one when I was still groggy and hadn't actually checked the rest of the night. So, not saying yes, but I'm not saying no. Let me look at what's going on real quick. Real quick. Versus worst. Okay, so they're facing off worse than 4 minutes. It has 15 hype votes. Okay, we're streaming another one. Never mind. Thanks for joining and thanks for staying if you decide to stay. Okay, good with me. I'm gonna go grab some more Dr. Pepper though, so you're gonna sit here in the silence for just a minute, chat. I need some drinks. Be right back. All right, hello. So, you know, if I were a wiser man, I would have just thrown you into an intermission where you can watch some videos. Why didn't I do that? Oh yeah, because I'm good at this. Yeah, so we do have kind of an impromptu stream. Wasn't going to be scheduled, but I'm actually pretty psyched to see this because this is probably going to be a great match as well between Project Hope and Worse. So, you know what? We're going to get to that in the next couple minutes. So, what I will do is throw you into at least a brief intermission just to reset up my overlays, but we'll be back rather quickly. So stay tuned. One more match here on the stream. And also, by the way, thank you Asterian Products for the hydration. I needed it. See, not only supporting the community, but just supporting Pally and his voice. Thank you. We'll be right back with your next match.
Hi, my name is Kanamara Chaos, and I play for Spaghetti.
Hi, my name is Meatball.
All right. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back again. I'm Palidore, and no, it's not Spaghetti League swag. I mean, well, it might be. I don't know. If they provide spaghetti, why not? We've had Pizza League. Spaghetti League sounds good to me. Don't make me hungry. Anyway. Yeah, much thanks again. Asterian Products in there, one of our amazing sponsors. Saw that amazing charging stand at that, too. You know, I gotta get myself one of those. But honestly, the only reason I haven't is just because I'm so busy casting all the time, I don't get to play my quests as much anymore. It's truly a tragedy. Played a lot in the off-season, though. I was playing some privates here and there. Got to get a good look at some of our players that we're seeing in the master tier. Because once upon a time, I used to be kind of there too, but now I'm just there for the fun on occasion in the off seasons. But it's definitely been fun getting a look at. I think Super Buddy actually, I did play at least 1 or 2 private matches with him back in maybe November or December. But with that said, we're starting off here with our probable last match of the night, at least here on Channel 1 for me. Bit impromptu, but not a problem, because I do what I can do to stream these teams. Glad to see them. Worst tier. It's been a little bit since I've been able to cast them, which is to say maybe a couple weeks. I do believe last time I saw them, there were some game winners involved, if memory serves. But that said, here, it's Glyph, having it stolen there by Bowzerk. Now another dip in, dipsy-doo, and Swag War. Getting the nice moves, putting it off kind of duck, and then just a lay-in. So not too shabby. You can see 2 divers came out for the side of Worse, but just unable to tag the swag, essentially. And Lanzin, oh yeah, he's Lanzin pointing out the stands and stuff in our casters chat on Discord like a few weeks back when we were starting out. A lot of our players were posting some of their sweet battle stations and such. And yeah, Lanzin has quite the nice one. In fact, a lot of our casters have nice ones. For me, mine works, but my battle station is mighty hacked together. You know, for casting, you need multiple monitors and such, and for doing camera work, to pay attention to the Discord, the Twitch chat, the game, and OBS, and all the above. So all my monitors I got from just Goodwill, a few bucks. they're dinky ones and they're kind of cheap, but you know what? It gets the job done. Of course, Lanzin has the much more effective and beautiful approach. So yeah, definitely go and post that for people to see because it's pretty neat. But that said, Bowzerk with a disc here for worse, sending it over to the roots. There's Kitty Stub, sending it across a bit beyond the reach, kind of too far behind. Now the defense diving out just a little bit for Project Hope, and Project Hope do cause a turnover. Maybe. But right back to Leap. Definitely leapt into action fast as that goes back to the nest where it's snagged by Burnsy. So trying to find the control and feigning a pass initially. Burnsy getting a little bit cheeky with it, but it was effective indeed as they go down for the boosting down the floor. Now the goal is exposed. I couldn't say X for some reason. XD. Anyways, Super Buddy, who just came off of that really hot game, had 10 or 11 points alongside a Swag War. So seeing if that continues. It's one thing to do it for 2 straight rounds. Can he do it for 2 more? Probably. There he is. Oh, dirty. Why? Clean up, Super Buddy. Go put him in an ice bucket because right now he is too much to handle for these teams. 4 points, courtesy of Swag War, but the extra flair being shown by Super. Man. You know, if I were worse and if I had watched that game from moments ago against Gen Z, and if I were a worse player, I would just find someone to try and lock down Super Buddy permanently, make someone else score because, yeah, really, really doing some good work here. Glyph with a disc now, sturdy in the back line, of course. You know, all the meanwhile, well, the hot hands doing the scores on the front lines. You know, always gotta keep in mind that there is somebody in the back who's keeping things together as well, and that's been Glyph. But that said, Bowzerk with a disc. Oh, and look at them go! Oh, man. Great save from Glyph. Right on cue. But Salty Cracker's just doing a very bang-up job to get the putback after the stuns. So, hey, like I said, you know, a lot of times offensive players, they get a lot of attention. And it makes sense because, obviously, a lot of the focus and a lot of the, you know, big-time moments... Well, it's the offense, you know, the camera's following the offensive player and things like that, but you definitely can't neglect the fact that somewhere in the back line where the camera ain't focusing at a given time, there's someone doing something there. And like I said, there's Glyph again, gets the interception. He was contesting, who was that? Salty Crackers in the back as well, so definitely a story unfolding between them as they duel each other in that back line. But with that, looking for maybe a crossover, but Bowzerk getting stunned. It's going to be taken back here by Salty Crackers, and there's Salty. And he is assaulting to tie it up. 5.5 remaining in round 1. And welcome also Caesar over in the chat. Once again, took a trip to Rome. Maybe he was with Sneaky Evil, because I know Sneaky's been flying everywhere, as he said, been all up in the air, so maybe he's just he's going on a global journey. But it's good to see all the familiar faces. I'm just wondering. You know, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to jinx anything, so forget it. But I was gonna ask something about Aurora. Not important though. Never mind. Glad you're in the chat nonetheless. Burnsy here with a disc. Gonna be Leap to Salty Crackers. Of course, Salty Crackers, one of the many salty players by name that we see here at Echo across a few different teams. Had Team Salt last season, of course. That said, a lot of brawls, so Team Brawls in the midfield. And disc to Super Buddy's possession, has 2 options for back passes, has 1 option in the front, and will in fact hit Swag. Well, yeah, I mean, I know you're there too, Steel, but you were already here. Caesar's new. You know, I had a new thing for the new face. If you want me to say a new thing about you, you have to basically leave and then come back, and then I'll find something. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, of course, good to have Steel in the area. both of your matches were already done this week, right? I think, yeah, they were. It was like Monday and then Wednesday, I think. But Super Buddy, ooh, well, that's unfortunate. Turned orange just as it went in. So even when Super Buddy is denied, he can't be denied. Doing some work. Meatballer also stepping by, saying Super Buddy is the best. Yeah, don't know how long you've been in here, Meatballer, but he's been pretty hot. Played against Gen Z and scored 11 points, I think it was, and 6 assists, mind you. And not only that, but high percentage off of high volume. He has not been actually missing much, so I would definitely say he has been solid, more than solid. As right now, Bowser trying to solidly secure this disc. There's Leap and there's Kitty Stub. So Kitty Stub with the pause and showing no pause on the stack, though, as they do get back into the blue zone. That will be sent over to Super Buddy again. Super is going to maybe fling it deep and wait for either a shot or maybe someone to retrieve it. But unfortunately for them, no stacks getting back quite quick enough, as it will be broken up by Bowser, it looks like. So Bowser doing some nice work on the brawls, and this might enable his team to have some numbers. There it is, 3-on-1. Oh, with the overshoot, that could be punishing, because now it's just a 3-on-3, or scratch that, just right back to full 4-on-4. Everyone's back in position, so kind of a missed opportunity to maybe tie it or take a lead for worse, but they can still do it here, as they will. Salty Crackers, back to backers, I believe, for his team. Recipient of the last couple scores. Actually, all of the scores. So Salty Crackers, the lone scorer thus far in round 1. Meanwhile, Super Buddy and Swag, so they were the offensive duo who were getting it done against Gen Z in their last stream, kind of carrying the same tradition here in their second match. But alright, so Glyph going to roll it up the floor. No one really defending at the moment. You can see over by the bow tie there are some players brawling, at least momentarily. Bowser getting up to the front there, but getting stunned, so a quick pass from Burnsy, but unable to complete, was a bit too much mustard, so nonetheless trying to take him off guard. Oh, nice stack from Leap, and couldn't quite hit it. That barrier just again in the way. So rough turnaround, but Salty Crackers sends it down to Kitty. Kitty to the backboard, maybe hoping for the retrieval from Leap. Leap is there, trying for the crossover, but again, the pass is not quite there. The right idea is just the execution a bit off. It's really tough on these caches. So now Super Buddy here with a miss to the rebounded hands of Kitty Stub. But Kitty Stub getting Kitty stunned, and just kidding, because it's another one. Super Buddy taking it away. Super Buddy being stunned out, so starting to get a bit stun heavy on the Super 1. Not sure you want to go hand-to-hand combat too much with a Superman, but nonetheless, doing what they can. It's Salty Crackers. Great save, and that is out of there. But immediately on the recovery is going to be a stack from either team. It will be Leap, but couldn't find it, and that's going to bounce right to the other side. Defense now getting back in here nicely for a side of Project Hope, but Leap with another opportunity to Salty Crackers, and a handoff play as it goes back to the backboard. Not even sure if the handoff was intentional, but it looked nice. So it might have been. All the meanwhile, with a disc, it's Salty. So now Salty over there, Salty Crackers with an eye, but couldn't get it down. And another slap out from Project Hope, but yet another rebound from Leap, so Leap has been persistent. 10 seconds left. I mean, game-winning opportunity here for either team. Let's see. Big stun by Swag. 5 seconds. Could it be? Could it be? Maybe. The time? No, it's gonna be OT. First round is gonna go a little bit extra. How about that? How about that? Great defense from Project Hope. Wow. A lot of opportunities, though. Certainly being had from worse. And yeah, Mr. Nate Bro saying just need to finish some of these plays, because yeah, they had some chances, but the most important chance comes now as this launch out headbutt will result in a turnaround. So there's Kitty Stub and Bowser. They have a chance if they do not overshoot, but meeting them right there, Bowser! Oh, an absurd shot to win the first round in overtime. Worse. Now I said it. Last time, if memory serves, that I streamed worse. They had a game winner as well in that cast. Of course, why not? Come back and do it again. What a round. And what a tight shot that was, too. Had the defense right up on his grill, basically, just flying by him. Had a defender almost in the goal. That was not an easy shot. But it was a good one. It was a great one, in fact. And this is a team in worse that I would almost call the perennial underdogs, it seems like, because I swear to you, streamed them plenty in Season 2. It was the same kind of thing. They almost take you off guard on what you're expecting. You know, you look at even Connoisseur. Granted, I don't know what it is for this match, but I'm just saying, it seemed like Worse was quite often underestimated a bit, and then I'd cast them, we have a stream, and then they go popping off like they do, so... Oh, gross. The stats may not be quite accurate. That might be my fault. Extending to the last game since we stayed in the same server. My bad. I will attempt to fix this for the next round. No guarantees, however. In the meantime, go off to round 2. I'll show you the stats in the game so you at least get a good look at that. Hold tight. There you go. For posterity. That's it. All right, launch. Well, there we go. It's out of there. So round 2 underway, and now Project Hope at their heels after that phenomenal end to the overtime. Will be Worse trying to defend here as Swag War sends it deep into the orange bubble. Picked off its Bowzerk. They have Super Buddy over at the barrier, but the cross pass to Leap. Leap almost was taken by Swag right in the area, but now the redirected stacks coming in from Burnsy and Glyph. Burnsy will get there first. Meanwhile, redirected stack from Leap and Bowzerk, who actually do get stunned. So now Glyph, there he is, just delaying and brawling out as he can. Meanwhile, dancing around and big throwdown happening in the trap. Now, meanwhile, it'll be taken by Bowzerk. Bowzerk up to Leap. Leap getting put to sleep off of that stun. Now, Super Buddy and Swag all in the same kind of pileup here, as they do try and score first and regain a little bit of momentum. Can't be feeling too bad, knowing how well they've been playing in this match and last match as well. But that said, the defense has been very nice. Worst, really cutting them off and pressuring them pretty hard. So with that, though, Glyph, another recovery and a pass off to Super Buddy, hanging in the air. Didn't have an anchor, but doesn't have a defender nearby either. Super Buddy driving it in, a handoff play right back at him. Swag to Super. There they are again. Project Hope on the board first. Yeah, been a very pun game, I agree. Been a very, very fun and pun one. I'm glad that Super Buddy in between rounds came in here to mention. By the way, we have another match right now, because I was just about ready to go for the night. But if I had, well, we wouldn't have seen that overtime. So, hey, it all worked out. So over here to Swag War is going to be contested by Salty Crackers. Salty definitely putting on some heat in that first round as well. Scored at least the first 6 points, if not more, for the side of Worst. Now Burnsy driving in. Oh, has the lane, so he's going to take it, but shoots it a little bit early perhaps as Leap gets that save. So Leap and Kitty Stub now in the back lane. Return, though, to Project Hope. So Project Hope need to be careful. They're having a lot of opportunities at scores, but can't get too worn down by this defense we're seeing from Worse. Glyph gonna bring it up the floor. H2O saying, Pally, I love you. I love you too. You hydrate me so much. I mean, I literally couldn't be alive without H2O. Or whoa. And whoa, look at that. It's Super Buddy with another fling. Knowing his game so far could have been good had it not been for the defense in the lane. But Super Buddy with a disc once again has to be careful because Kitty Stub is right there as well as Leap. So wise back pass through the chaos to just say, well, this is bad. I'm going to reset. And they did. Now setting off for that pass again to Super Buddy. Swag War and Super Buddy had that really nice one to start this round. But with that, couldn't quite execute. So another chance though. Oh, Glyph. Great grab, actually, in the tunnel. So Glyph gonna send it off, but just misses kind of snagging along that station block, as it will be taken by Bowzerk. Bowzerk through, and wow. That clear was pretty tight. There was not a lot of room, but they got it. And now they got the open room, but no! Closing the door, it's Burnsy. Good stun from Burnsy. But Salty Crackers, great pass up here, trying to smack it down, but couldn't get the handles again. But yet again, the persistence and insistence that they score, will it pay off? Backing it out? Well, nobody home, so apparently not. It's back to Project Hope. So Super Buddy going sideways. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me it might have been, but no, Leap says absolutely not at all. Man, Leap year, light years ahead. And Salty Crackers makes them pay. Instead, it's a 2-2 game. First of all, that shot from Super Buddy. But that save from Leap. They were playing those margins tight. I mean, they had another teammate by that goal for Project Hope. They could have secured it. But they were just banking on the fact that stack on defense would not get back in time. And unfortunately, it did not pay off on that gamble. Oh, speaking of, I keep forgetting to do the prediction points. My apologies. Should I set a new one here? 2-minute timer real quick? I can if you guys want. That said, trying to get that goal at Swag War. Put in some power. Don't be fooled by the 0 meter per second throw. Put that in with some stamps. Who are you calling gosh darn buffoon? Me? Probably true. Let me try real quick. Where's... No, Project Hope. On blue. Don't mind my clickety clacks as we get back into the last half of this round. I'm gonna get this one to go, I swear. Worst 2 minutes. Project Hope. Blah, blah. There you go. Okay. Bet away. This is for the match. Who wins this one? Not necessarily this round. So if it goes to round 3, which it very well could, you got some time yet. Now that said, grabbing the disc here, actually a little bit beyond the reach of Super Buddy, so Salty Crackers the opportunity, and the dunk through, and it's tied up once more with 4:30 left in the second round, after that overtime victory in the first for worst. Oh, I think Meatballer was talking maybe to Steel. Calling Steel a buffoon. Well, I'm not sure I like that either, but I like it better than you calling me a buffoon, so we'll work with it. Will be Swagwar, though, sending it across to Super Buddy. And Super Buddy gently down the stream, on the stream. Merrily as it's been. They're really just trying to find some rhythm here, because some of these passes now for Project Hope, they're not connecting as much as they were before. There it is again. That time Salty Crackers, another pretty... stalwart play on defense, just right by that lane. That said, there is the pass, and Burnsy finding Swag. They'll go back up by 2. Great stuff from them. Super Stav also in the chat, in relation to Super Buddy. Who is a buffet? Me? I don't know. I could use a buffet right now. I'm pretty hungry, but I'm also chomping at the bit for the end of this round. More so. As Kitty Sub takes it. Kitty Sub needing to avoid Super Buddy, and they'll just kind of neutralize each other, or, well, more so. Kitty getting the better end of that one, I suppose. With this, maybe a tie. Really tough angle there. You can see not a lot of room, but they'll still get the take back and sending it crossways, eventually bouncing the way of Salty. Salty's gonna slap that immediately over to Leap, but Leap having it stolen by Super Buddy. Super Buddy, a great handoff, and ooh, maybe a shot attempt off that ramp. We've seen stuff like this before. Wouldn't be an uncommon thing, but unfortunately for them, they cannot make it. So maybe a riskier attempt, especially knowing that this differential isn't all too much. So, I mean, every single point, but also every single mistake is going to be pretty crucial in the outcome of this round, and perhaps the match. With that, Swagwar dancing and diving through a couple of defenders nearby, and now just trying to contest. Ooh, look at that. A great leech, double leech from Swagwar, so actually earns them the possession back. A handoff play, nobody home. Leap getting the tap, but it just goes right back into the midst of Swagwar. So Swag's gonna cross it over to Burnsy. And burning off of that dive, the tornado from Burnsy. They put themselves up 4 points now. That is... I gotta say, that is a bit bold, just like the shot from full court or half court. Even that one, if it works, you pat yourselves on the back and you say, dang, that was a nice highlight. If it doesn't work, though, because of the current situation being less than 2 minutes and a 2-point match at the time, if that hadn't worked, that's where you also say, well, maybe I should have just been more careful. But it's always kind of the risk-reward, right? Because when you put in plays like that, they can be worth more than 2 points in the sense that can really get you mentally going, feeling really good. So, you know, there's also some purpose to that seize. If it works out, it can heat your team up fast. That said, trying to get some heat going, it's a Leap and Co, but Leaf being bound up by the stun. Super Buddy in the midfield, and that's a deep clear. That's going to bounce to the left lane. You can see that stack first getting there and almost into the goal. That just narrowly dings, I believe, as it will be picked up by Salty Crackers. Salty Crackers, again, another clear here into the deep end. There is one for each team, kind of cherry picking both in the back, and now picking off those cherries. It's Leap and Leap over to the backboard. Oh, but another save from Glyph. Really being a defensive hero on a lot of these opportunities. Like I said, the focus of the cameras and such might not always be on the defender all the time, but you cannot deny what Glyph has done inside that goal. And likewise on the other side for, Leap and their defensive backline. I mean, same kind of thing. They need to find a score here and right now, but no, it's a snag from Swag, and now right back to the orange lane. There's a stack from both teams coming in. Kind of splitting off of those boosts. There's Swag War being stunned out. Round 3 is gonna be a reality here real soon. Just a question of by how much. So with that, Bowzerk. One last throw. And just below the legs. As we go into our last leg of our stream and of this match. So alright, evening it up. It's Hope, Project Hope. Hey H2O, where are you? Where's my best friend in the whole world? I'm trying to look for him. I need some drinks. All right, well, I drank regardless. I was thirsty, but also, yeah, confirmed. I could not. I tried to fix the overlays. I could not. Just as an FYI, that happens when we stay in the same server back-to-back matches like we did. There's a button I can press to prevent that from happening, but I have to do it before, so, don't you mind it. My bad. That's okay. So with that, I'm just gonna go to the gameplay screen where we can actually look at the scoreboard. They did take a timeout here. It looks like I'm not sure which team activated it, but doesn't really matter because they're perfectly allowed. And I'll let you look at the stats more accurately from there. But yeah, I guess if nothing else, because of the fact that I mess up the stats, it's useful in the sense that you can get an idea of how Project Hope has performed in both these matches, because it is their combined stats essentially from the last match versus Gen Z just before this one. But whatever the case, yeah, some great efforts all around. I called out Salty Crackers for seemingly just being on the ball. I mean, I see Super Staff pointing it out there, but no denying. I mean, 8 points, 1 assist, 2 saves, 22 stuns, and 44 pings. As oh, look who it is. Oh, hold still, I got you. Yeah. Swagwar's got the moves. Gotta say though, don't expend your energy here. You got 10 minutes here where you're gonna need your full attention, your full energy. How bad would it be if you say, well, we lost the match because I wore myself out dancing for Palidore and 60 viewers on Twitch during the timeout. It would stink, right? So, yeah, not sure what's what, or, again, the reasons for the timeout, but we got up to 5 minutes is what's allowed. Now, let's take a look here over at Worst and how it's going on their side of the arena. Their spawn zone. You can see Salty Crackers in here. Definitely this guy needing to hydrate, I'm sure. Just like I shall, again, thanks to H2O. Life is good. Yeah, you got great matches, you got overtimes, you got round 3s, you got Dr. Peppers. Couldn't possibly be any better. Oh, and Meatballer actually redeemed it like 11 minutes ago. My bad. You know what? I'll chug the rest of this down courtesy of Meatballer, and if I choke, it's your fault. Hold on. Okay, maybe I should have done that. That was unwise. There was a little too much left, but I did it. I did it. Anyway, Dr. Pepper in my belly and some pep in my step. We've got a round 3, looking like it's about to be underway once this intermission timer runs down. So the timeout is over. Now just a matter of the intermission timer running out. So we're almost there, folks. We're almost there. Gotta appreciate the full effort, though, because again, like, look at the scoreboard going into round 3. I mean, it's not a case in this match, you know, again, we were mentioning Super Buddy and Swag, of course, in the last one, but for both of these teams, there's not like a single clear player who's just, you know, overwhelmingly blowing up the stats compared to his teammates. I mean, there's definitely some, you know, high efforts like Swag War, look at that, 37 and such, but Salty Crackers as well for his team. But on the whole, you got multiple players with multiple points, multiple assists, saves, stuns. I mean, it's a little bit of everything, and that's what you do like to see. Just from the chemistry, team play perspective, getting everyone involved where you can, and of course, you know, riding those hot hands from time to time when able. But with that said, we are ready, willing, and able. On this 3rd round joust, comes down to this. See in the Twitch chat there asking about the stream stickers. They should work. Yeah, there you go. They're in there. Okay, I missed it. What happened? What? Okay, that's awkward. Anyway, where did the disc go, and then where did it come from? I'm so confused. Someone go watch the replay. I have no idea. Anyway, Swag War with a disc, nonetheless, the backboard. I guess, I mean, it's 0-0, so they're just gonna wipe it off and keep going at it. Extremely unusual happenings. If the disc decided to take a trip, maybe it was visiting Caesar or visiting Sneaky up in the air somewhere. That's where it went. Didn't know Sneaky can get all the way to space with his pilot's license, but apparently that is the case. Nonetheless, placing it over to Super Buddy, they're gonna keep going at this 1 minute in to the 3rd round. Now, Super Buddy backing that out to Glyph. Guess if nothing else, that whole whatever that was gave us a chance to get some more dancing on the floor. Right now, dancing through the defense, but dancing in the moonlight tonight. It's Salty Crackers again. Absolutely crack job at doing the dirty work. So, Leap. Now, into their offense they'll go. They got a couple in the bubble on defense, but that was just the last thing they wanted, as it will be given away back to Project Hope. Once again, gonna be snagged now beyond the reach of Bowser, but right into Leap's arms, and trying to send that into the clear, but Swag War's there. Got there in a hurry as well. But in the meantime, we're still scoreless here, so whatever that weirdness was at first, I mean, didn't really... Both teams have had possession now on offense, so basically, it's a wash. That said, trying to wash it away with another passing play, but as I said, I kind of noticed in that last round, even though that Project Hope did win in the last round, their passes weren't being executed quite as precisely as they were in the earlier match, and the last match as well. And I think part of that is definitely credit to some of this defense we're seeing from Worst, because they are playing right up in their grills. You see a lot of these passing lanes covered up nicely. Some of these dives very precise, so it's a little bit of this and that. That said, from the back, it's Swag. Kind of identical play as we saw, I think, in the first round to open it up, perhaps. But with that, Project Hope back on the score sheets. 3 minutes just about into this 3rd round. So as it gets lost here in the mid lane, it will be Kitty Stub sending it to Station. Bowzerk working it up the floor. Bowzerk has that cloud angle. I'm not sure if that was on purpose. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Trying to bounce it off the cloud to his teammate in the tunnel. I mean, geometrically, the math checks out. That said, Super Buddy getting checked up on by the stun. So another one of those ramp shots. Now, we did definitely see those attempted earlier, but not to success. And will be Bowser with the disc now as the stuns try to delay some of those stacks initially, but not for long enough. Super Buddy gets the grab back. So 626, but that shot leaving a little bit awkwardly off the hands. Kind of looked like a delayed release, sort of. So with that, going to be picked up here by the wedge, maybe, by Burnsy. So Burnsy breaking away and trying to reset it out to the station. Has some options now as Leap comes out to contest. Got Swag War with a disc now on the approach. And just trying to eye down the defense. Oh, some clever moves. And they get that corner shot for Swag. Had the defense right on him, so had to make a quick choice. And like I said, it's one of those situations where had it not worked, you would have said, well, they could have gotten a better opportunity maybe. And kind of same with you know, the tunnel or the ramp shot that they took. So I think got to be careful for Project Hope because they're up by 4, but you can't get too lulled into taking these lower percentage shots like the last 2 because you give some room for worse to work with, and they will indeed, well, work it. Because I've seen it before with them. Many times. It's a very talented team here who's upset quite a few teams, and a lot of them off some of these game winners and clutch moments. So you gotta be careful. If you're a Project Hope, gotta stay strong and try and prioritize the high percentage goals if they can, especially since they've been playing now for the last hour plus perhaps. You know, in these 2 matches. So they've definitely been drawn out here. It's not like they're coming out fresh anymore. This is kind of the tail end of things. And right now, oh wow, tailing Super Buddy on that, and like a comet, he rocked it. 7 points for Project Hope. What a move. He ducked, and he just saw that narrow space. So Super Buddy, timely as anything. That was a great shot. Great shot. Oh my. Now see, because I'm paying attention to the in-game and I don't see it in-game, I don't see what's going on in the minimap. Who's trolling the minimap here? A lot of troll faces. What does it all mean? What does it all mean? Well, right now, Glyph is going to send that out. Someone having a lot of fun with these sticker buttons. Of course, if you guys want your team logos uploaded as stickers, you could always also pay for that reward. Lasts a week. I believe, like, what, 1,200 points? But in the meantime, having fun in the stream, and I'm glad that you guys are doing so, because it's been a fun night of them. With that, disc will be let loose here by Swag. Swag gets the clear. Now just looking for a bit of a tap boost off of Leap. Although meanwhile, that's going to go pretty close to the goal. Taken here by Burnsy. The bounce and the rebound to Burnsy, but being stunned. So Kitty Stub now getting in on the brawling fun and trying to clear it out. There's Leap, another attempted clear. Leap clear, I guess, and Leap for the 3. Wow. All right, that puts him in great position because seal has been broken. They still have 3.5 minutes left. And Project Hope. Priority here is just to take care of that disc. You know, they can still use some more points to build that buffer, but important thing is to just take care of it. And they definitely got to take care because that stack was just in there in a hurry. Ladies and gents, it's a 2-point match. 0-7. About 25 seconds ago. And now it's only 2 points. 5-7. So hopefully it wasn't me jinxing it, but I'll say it again. For Project Hope, take care of this disc. Gotta be careful not to be blitzed by that stack again. This time the stack trying to delay it a little bit and just bait the pass. So that stack is very, very smart from worst, but now getting stunned out by Swagwar. So good moves from Swag to at least deny them that opportunity, and they will at least get into the orange zone, which is going to be important in itself. Now that said, a tap over already knew where Super Buddy was, so that's nice communication from Project Hope. Meanwhile, worse, 3 defenders inside the bubble, 1 kind of roaming outside as Leap now rejoins his team inside the bubble. A passing play and Super Buddy from Burnsy. That was a great pass and the finish was strong. They're back up by 4. That was a really good look from Burnsy though, to be able to feed Super Buddy right in the perfect spot. With that, 4 points difference, 2 minutes left. Down to the wire. As the endless pool of troll faces now actually grows even larger than it was a minute ago. Interesting. That said, a long-range, clear bouncer. They do have a goalie, however. It's Glyph, who's been playing very well across this last hour. Swagwar with the disc, sending it past Salty Crackers, who's been playing very well for this hour. That said, Burnsy now looking to scour out and scout out maybe one more play. A leap, waving him down, and actually does get the disc, but couldn't find a full clear. Glyph taking it back. Top lane, picked off by Swagwar, hand off to Super Buddy, and... You monster! I'm not sure what to think about that. Well, went for the steez. Oh, this time they could afford it, and certainly that's going to be, well, possible ice. It's not done yet. There's still a little bit of time, but man, oh man, does that feel bad, man. I now understand what the troll faces in the minimap were all about. It was that. In any case, you're just preparing yourselves. That said, Super Buddy here, well, was not prepared for the stun from Balzerk, so Balzerk trying to go a little bit buzzerk after that last play. A great pass here down below, but a little bit too strong to handle as Glyph taps it back out. Will be Kitty Stub recovering. Kitty Stub sending one more opportunity for a score. It's Salty Crackers eyeing it down, but couldn't find the players. The defense was right up on them. The second attempt now snagged again. Swagwar, another one of those great grabs, another one of those great clears, and in the clear for maybe one more parting shot from Burnsy. Parting hot. And pardon me, but that is the round 3. And for Project Hope, they stay stainless. Steel, they stay stainless. They are now, what, 8-0, or I believe, or 7. I'll go back to it in a second, but needless to say, it was looking a little bit shaky for a while, and they were able to come back and just take care of business. But it was close. It was a 2-point game with, what, a couple minutes left to go. So just that last scoring spurt is what really did it for Project Hope. But they had to earn that. They had to earn that. That was not a rollover match in any of these rounds. I mean, they had to fight and fight and fight. So with that, to the score screen where the stats I keep forgetting are inaccurate. Lord. All right, here, hold on. I'm gonna get a look. Now, I mean, they're going to be accurate for the side of worse. It's just not accurate for side of Project Hope is all. In this particular round, this game, Super Buddy had 13 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 1 steal. Burnsy had 4 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 41 stuns. Oh, 55 stuns for Super Buddy. Glyph had 1 assist, 3 saves, 1 steal, and 15 stuns. And, yeah. So, again, my bad on that. But... yes, Swagor, I'm not sure because he left, but those are basically your stats from Gen Z match and the worst match for Project Hope. Things happen, just don't talk about it. Anyway, with that said, what a match. What a match. H2O saying turn it back on. Turn what back on? The point? Oh yeah, the points. Or if you're talking about hydration, by the way, I think that's like on a 5-minute cooldown or something like that. Whatever the case, though, Project Hope taking away this one in a very, very close series. I'll give you your points right about now. There you go. Enjoy. The stickers. What about the stickers? What are you doing with the stickers? Let me see. I see but one lone troll face, and that is the way to end the stream. Oh, there's another one. Well, in any case, guys, I think that's about it. We got back-to-back matches between 4 Kings, and then back-to-back matches with Project Hope. All of them were super buddy. All of them were super stellar. See, the thing is, it's not even a pun, because in day-to-day life, I like using the word super, but anytime I use it in a Project Hope match, it's like I'm trying to force it or something. I'm not. It's in my regular vocab. But hey, Swagwar in the chat saying thanks for the double cast. Thanks for the doubly good games. Fun highlights for sure. See T-Few there saying won 543 points out of that. And Daz X Venom. Have a great night. Have a great night, too. Yeah, it's been a great night indeed. Land's End saying end screen. No, you don't get an end screen because I broke it. It's showing the stats for the full games, like both the games, because we stayed in the same server, which complicates things unless I reset like Ignitebot between rounds, which I forgot to do. So hence why it looks like on the score screen, which I will go back to now, it looks like Worst had, 8 or 9 players. So yeah, enjoy your ugly looking scoreboard from my side of things, I guess. And H2O losing out on the stickers. I'm sorry, but they'll be back soon. Yeah, Project Hope did win. First round overtime, and it was Worst taking it. Second round, pretty close. Third round, pretty close. Again, with about a minute and a half or 2 minutes left, it was actually a 2-point game. It was a 7-5, but then Project Hope put on a few late goals that sealed the deal. So it was actually fantastic. Swag War redeeming Hydrate. I will... Well, see, the thing is, I completely chugged my remaining Dr. Pepper on the last Hydrate redemption, and I'm still kind of feeling it now, bubbling up. But anyways, never mind. Anything else that I missed before we part off here? Just want to make sure I didn't ignore anyone. Someone did clip that disc disappearing. I'm still interested in that. I'm gonna go watch that after I end the stream here, because I have no idea what happened at the beginning of the third round. That was weird. That was weird. But okay. Well, through a quick scroll, I'm not seeing anything highlighted or whatever that I missed, so I think we're good. We're good. H2O saying, breathe, Pally. I shall. I shall. Alright, well, I think we're good. Lanzin asking, did Technique or Gen Z win? So they weren't, at least to my knowledge, streamed, not on this channel, but I believe from pre-game combos I heard, it sounded like Gen Z won. That one, so take that for what you will. Not confirmed, but I believe Gen Z won the match against Technique, and then they played against Project Hope here, where Project Hope won. But anyways, okay, we're good. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. I've been Palidore. You've been a great Twitch chat this entire night. Curious to see if there's maybe anyone that we could or should raid potentially, unless we have other streams going on, which looks like not the case. Yeah. Hey, look at Jaywalker's on. He raided us the other day, so I guess now we can return the favor, can't we? Okay, that might work. Oh, but yeah, VTS as well. Oh no, now I have to choose. I was gonna say Jay because like 2 days ago he raided us with like 30 people or so. No, the pressure. How am I supposed to maintain diplomacy, neutrality? Uh-oh. Okay, but true. I mean, true, he does have 36 views. I shouldn't have said anything at all. Now, no matter what I do, I made the wrong decision. Okay, our options are Jaywalker. In fact, you know what? Hold on. Let me... I know how to get out of this sticky situation I put myself in. Just like that. Yeah. Vote. You got to poll. Oh boy. Now the decision is firmly out of my hands. You get to tell me who I raid. I'll give you like 30 seconds and then I'll raid him. so we can part ways here. But with that, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. A lot of games tomorrow, I'm sure. Got Baked Potato and Tempo, Master Match, Envy versus Smash Dash, Master Match in EU. Let's see what are the masters. We got Spaghetti and Kangarillas as well. That'll be fun. Okay, so let's see. What are our results here? View poll. 50% saying J, so J it is. Hey, out of my hands. This was in the hands of the fans. All right. Let's make sure I get it right. It's J0 Jaywalker 0 now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Raid, Jaywalker, and you guys have fun, be merry. And thanks for voting, and thanks for taking responsibility off of me. I get to rest easy. I hate choices like that. I hate it. You know, maybe I should add it as like a channel point reward next time. That would make more sense, I think, in the future. Yeah. Anyway, all right, it's been fun, guys. Thanks for watching VRML. Thanks, SirDimwi, earlier for casting with me. Yeah, be happy, healthy, safe. Be fantastic to each other. And we'll see you again very, very soon.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.